everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Happy Saturday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. We have an amazing show for you guys tonight. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of drama going on. There's a lot of people who are, it looks like to me, are getting affected by the amount of pre-orders, and a lot of them are, looks like they're looking for, again, it's nothing new, but to me it looks like they're looking for excuses not to collect. But we're going to get into that conversation. So let's say hello to the panel. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight.
Good evening, Fabs, folks. Joker J, thank you for having me once again on a Saturday.
Guys, just so you guys understand what's going on with Nefty's connection, it looks like he went backwards to 480p. It's not your computer, it's his. He went backwards to the old computer. It was just teasing us with, look what I can do, but now he went back. So, Joker J, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Good. What's up, guys? Saturday night. Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to get started, guys. Let's see who's in the chat. And then, like I said, we're going to get right into it. Also, we're waiting on Mike. He's probably sleeping right now, but we'll see what time he gets here. And let's say hello to Axel. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button once you're starting to come in here, please, so you guys don't forget. And thank you guys for being here as well. We got Brad in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Faz, I think environment looks bad. It started to see. This is what I mean. The peasants come out. The peasants come out at night. See? Unbelievable.
Pitchforks.
Thank you, my friend. Like a $2. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. We got Bo. How you doing?
Non-collector Lucha.
Welcome, collectors, not collectors.
We all spell Lucha differently. It's funny too.
Oh my God. He said Venom Man. Unbelievable. No respect.
How dare you?
Don't you disrespect Michael Keaton, okay? We got Carlos in the house early for once. Nice to see you.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Thank you for being. We got Jim in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. Thank you guys for being here. This guy always poking. Always poking. We got Caleb in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
This guy, look at this. Hopefully we have some. It's unbelievable. Unreal. This is a non-judgmental zone where it's okay if you think Star
That's Rudy Tuesdays.
That's Nefty too.
Yeah. I have the Rocky set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's right. You're Star Ace guy.
Can you imagine? They know you've ruined my image, Nefty. Unreal.
Oh my God.
Guys, Caleb is wrong, okay? Caleb, because I don't want people to attach that company to me. Attach it to Nefty, but not to me, okay?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is for you, Caleb.
Wrong.
Let's see who else is in the house. We got Tool in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here tonight.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Yes, hit that like button, guys. Please don't forget. Let's see who else.
It does nothing but hit it anyway.
It does nothing exactly. This peasant channel doesn't get anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Fez making real being. No, actually, we have a lot to talk about. So, I was backstage trying to figure out the stuff that I wanted to talk about, and it took a little bit longer than I expected. So just throw me a super chat and tell me how you feel, Thule. Let's see. We got Albert in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
The peasants assembled.
I like that.
Likes to build anticipation on puncture. Imagine. Oh man, we got Gina in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Doing.
Konnichiwa, bitch.
Let's see. We got let's see, what's the hold up? Oh, this was from before. We got Jim in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, guys. Did John visit anyone else's house to this guy? Imagine. Oh my god. We got Sean in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else is in the house. We got Derek in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Who else is in the house? Let's see. Thule in the house. Thule. We got JB. Oh my God, long time. This guy hasn't been here. Probably 1999. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Welcome. We got Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, in the house. He says, I want to ask a trusted member of the community, how many pre-orders am I allowed to have before I need to cancel or sell my grails? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means.
The trusted member is the best.
Wait, so I don't understand, but I'm trying to figure out how many pre-orders am I allowed to have before I need to cancel or sell my grail? Oh, people are selling their grails to pay for the new? Is that what he's trying to say?
Maybe.
Explain,
Some
John.
people list their Hulkbuster Deluxe.
Say it again.
I've seen people list their Hulkbuster Deluxe to get rid of.
Oh, to pay for what? The Joker?
Get the next Hulkbuster.
Oh man, I'm telling you guys, it's getting crazy. But we're gonna get into that conversation because I want to know what you guys in the chat feel and you guys on the panel also about what's going on, because I feel like
It's insane.
Hot Toys had a bank run. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what's happening to my account right now? You know, so it was crazy. It was crazy. So chat, yes, Black Panther, please let me know what you mean by that, because I want to know exactly what you're talking about. I finally reached 1,000 subscribers. Oh my God, look at that. That is awesome. Wait a second.
Congrats.
Wait, yes, congratulations. But wait a second. That's awesome, my friend. Good for you. Thank you for being here. We got this guy. Welcome, you made it. Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome.
Hello. Max Payne.
We got Anthony in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see. We got Mojo Z in the house. Another one. Welcome back.
Hello.
He says, so Batman has some bump sounds like that. Wait, what?
It's for life.
Has some bump sounds. What does that mean? Bump sounds.
Bumps. Had some bumps, comma.
Oh, gotcha, guys. Has some bump sounds like bad. Oh, gotcha. He's talking about the suit, I'm assuming. We got Nathan in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. Let's see who else is in the house. Cassandra in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else. JB says Hulk 2.0. The 2.0, the one with the arm you talking about? Or the regular? Black Panther says, I heard that if you have more than 20 pre-orders, then you probably can't afford them and need to cancel your artisans. Wait, who said that? Wait, what does that even mean? I heard that if you have more than 20 pre-orders, then you probably can't afford them and need to cancel your artisans. Why do you need to cancel specifically the artisans? I don't understand what that means.
People say dumb things.
And they have more than 20 pre-orders. So if you have 20 pre-orders or more than that, calculated what at $300 times 20, or so that's a bill right there.
And that's a low average, because remember, you got Iron Man at 400.
Yeah, no. I mean, find the average. 300, 330.
375.
I've
$375.
got 20 pre-orders with one retailer,
Right, exactly.
and that's not my main account.
No, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling you
And
guys.
I'm still here swinging. I don't know who the hell. People come up with all kinds of crazy. They just talk.
This-
dumb
this
shit.
is-
$7,500 if you have 20 orders at $375. Now, obviously, we have orders that are more expensive than that, but as an average, so that's $7,500 right there. You got to lock into that if you decide to go through with the whole purchase, or risk losing your NRD if you're buying from Sideshow.
I haven't used this one, guys, but this one's directly connected to Jay's comment.
Dumb people love dumb people.
Birds of a feather, right?
Oh my god. Hot toys for Harry. Unbelievable.
Camel
Get out of
toe.
here. Get out of here with that. Oh man. We got Harold in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Hey.
Thank you for being here. Welcome.
I'm doing.
Welcome,
up?
my friend. All right, guys. So let's get started. So first, we're gonna get started with obviously. I think by now everybody has seen Deadpool and Wolverine. So we're gonna talk about
Spoilers.
we're gonna talk about some of the cameos that appeared in the movie. Some of the Wolverines that were out. So if you haven't seen the movie,
You have the spoiler.
you can leave now, which I believe everybody has already by now. So it was something that I spoke on the night that I told you guys, that I was doing that, and a lot of you left. So we're gonna actually have everybody in the conversation now, because I think it's really fun and interesting to talk about these potential figures that Hot Toys could make at a high probability at that. So let me say hello to Ash first. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. And then we got, what is he saying? I have over 80 pre-orders, and mine am in trouble. I was not aware. I had to ask. It sounds like some InArt fanboy problems. Well, InArt doesn't even have a figure out right now, so it's not even those peasants.
Dude, with all the payment options and the year and a half that it takes for a lot of figures to come out, no matter what budget you have, they pay $15 an hour to work at Burger King these days. Like, anybody should be able to get whatever they need to get. So anybody that talks like, they're just talking out of their ass.
And you're right, because time is your friend. Look at me.
Yeah.
This week I had a drop for the Tommy Enterprise, $6.99 right off the bat. That's very rare, because usually there's a payment plan, you have time on your side, but Tommy doesn't operate like that. But I would say that's the exception. You understand? Not the rule. Because usually even third-party companies, drop money now, see you later, and you budget yourself to pay for it.
Even Kit, he doesn't do payments, but I just, you can take X amount of dollars, put them in an envelope. This is for this guy. This is for this guy. This is that guy. You save up. When it comes in, you pay it up. There's ways to do these things, man.
And spreadsheet is your friend. A spreadsheet is your friend.
Yeah. Just keep track of things.
I have a question for you guys. Can Kit do what Jazz Inc. does with payments? Remember that he can send you on PayPal an invoice where you make payments on it as well. So I think
does he? I've never.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
Jazz
asking
Inc.
because that's a possibility. I'm assuming if you have a business PayPal account, you could ask the retailer or the reseller to if they can, obviously, if they have that type of account, they can send you a bill where it's broken down into payments on PayPal.
My understanding, some businesses shy away from that because obviously there's behind the scene fees. So for every transaction that Jazz Inc. has coming into him, he has to pay a fee, so some people shy away from that.
And it complicates the interaction. It just further complicates it for the businessman more than it does the person. You know what I mean? So I understand why somebody might not want to do that.
But payment plan's the way to go, absolutely.
Black Panther says the trusted community member said that you can cancel your Sideshow pre-orders within 24 hours and get your deposit back.
That is correct. I had that the other day. I was
here's the thing though. One thing is telling people for the right reasons, which is to alert them of this, right? To let them know that this is a possibility.
Yeah.
But the reason why this is happening at this moment in time, okay, is because they're going to create an influx of cancellations. So this is where this is going. So what I think is happening is they're telling people this. Again, I don't know who the hell this is, but let's just assume it's the usual suspect. So let's assume that, because I want to tell you something that's been happening also. Again, this is from you guys. I don't know this is happening unless I'm told, and so I'm repeating what I've been told. Apparently, it's been happening that people go into the queues just to see if they can get items, just to see if they're, maybe I guess to see what the price is first before they're told by somebody else, but they're not buying the items. They go in for fun, just to take up people's time, just to take up people's chances of getting it, right? And so I was told that was happening. Now, why would you even do that? Why would you promote that you're doing that? All that's going to do is have more people go do the same thing to waste other people's times, other people's opportunity. So that's why I think that is a bad thing to be promoting. Number two, talking about the cancellation again. So now you're promoting that it's cool and fun to go into the queue to disrupt the flow of people trying to get their stuff. Now you're telling people that you have 24 hours to cancel your pre-order. Why bring that up? All that's doing is putting that in people's heads. Hey, I'm going to go in the queue, get it. And because I was just told that I have 24 hours to cancel, if Hot Toys or Sideshow decides to come out with something new, something different, something that I may like better because it's happening. We're getting thing after thing after thing, and the next one's cooler than the previous one. So that's what I'm talking about. What's gonna happen is people are gonna start taking it as a joke, go into the queue, order, cancellation. Which again, if you know that there's a possibility that you may not be able to afford it, why even take that away from somebody who is 100% sure that they can?
Yeah, like if you go in knowing you have, and you tell people straight up, I have zero intention of purchasing this thing, you're just getting in other people's way. What is the point of it all?
Correct.
I mean, I'm not trying to single anybody out. I swear to God, I'm not. I understand humans. We're humans. We do things just, it is what it is. But to tell the people that you're literally going to be competing within the queue, that I'm going to get in somebody's way and just muddle up the system just for fun, and watch me do it, and let's all do it together. Like, I don't understand that.
And the stress that comes naturally dealing with the queue on a good day.
Right. Oh, that's the other thing. Like 10 seconds after that, on one of their shows or whatever, they'll say to the people that didn't get it, oh, I feel bad for you, and this is bad, and to open 7 browsers. You don't need to do all that crap if people get out of the way. You don't need to have 7 browsers open. You know what I mean? Like, it's the bots and the people playing that BS, and the people that don't know if they can afford it, and they try to get in and see what the price is first. I get that it's going to happen. I just think it's weird to say to people, I'm doing this, and I'm going to affect you, but then later on, I'm going to pretend that I care that it affected you. It's just
correct. Correct. That the promoting of it is one thing is if you're doing it on your own to find out, cool. There's no need to promote that. There's no need to and this is what I mean with, when it comes to experience. Why would that be good for anybody to promote that? To do that, period. You know what I mean? If you're not interested, leave it alone. Why do you need to be involved in something that you clearly want nothing to do with?
Yeah.
Why disrupt that? And again, I don't know who this is, but I'm going to assume that they come off like
lots
they care
of
about
people.
the community, like they care about the community, and blah blah blah. None of this helps the community at all. None of it.
Right.
So this is the hypocrisy I talk about. This is the things that happen in the community that affect you guys more than help. Period. Because all that's going to do is cause chaos. That period. That's it. And then you're going to get people, I got a waitlist conversion randomly because of stuff like that. When they could have just had it in the moment. And maybe now that they got the conversion, they're like, oh man, I already spent my money on something else. I can't afford this now, or I can't get this now. Yeah. Do you know how upsetting that would be for me?
Yeah, definitely.
Are you kidding me? And again, the whole point is that it's happening. There's so much going on. There's so many pieces announced back to back to back to back. It's like you can't breathe. So for you to miss out on something because of somebody else playing that game, that's very frustrating. That's annoying. That's unnecessary.
Well, what's funny is
not helpful to anybody.
The people say I had trouble. I was at work. I was trying to get this done while I was in the middle of something going on, blah, 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 blah. And then you're literally on the same thing talking to them saying, I'm going to get in this thing. I'm not going to get it. I'm just going to go through the experience and like all this BS. And it's like, what you just didn't the person just tell you they have trouble? And now you are saying to other people, this is okay to do. And now if 5-10 other people join you in that BS, now you got it. See how it grows exponentially. You know what I mean?
Dude,
It's not just you. It's so I don't know. It's not that big a deal. It just kind of the more I think about it, I'm like, what the I don't get people, man.
And you really gotta pray on that queue system because the other day when doing one of the queue, I was at a car dealership getting my car service, and I had to step out the building and the hot sun to work the queue, and I got it.
One thing. Let's say that they were doing that, but getting the figure and then saying, you know what, I don't need the figure. I got it. I was in line. I got it.
Fine.
Let me give it to somebody. I don't want it. Let me give it to somebody who does want it. Then that's no problem. Cool. You use your slot to be helpful, right? Not to disrupt and ruin it for everybody.
Raj, you know me. I'm not about telling people what to do. I like freedom above all. That's my thing.
Right.
I covet most in life. But what I'm saying is don't become an issue for other people. You can do whatever you want. You want to go in and buy 7 and sell them all and be a flipper? Go ahead. It's your prerogative. But don't tell people I'm going, because think about it like this. This is all because this is what this internet thing does to your brain. You don't think about that this is a real life. Now imagine if you really had to get in a real line to get some coveted thing and you had to wait for hours in the sun and a bunch of people just came in off the street and just got in line in front of you and made the line 17 times longer. It took you 2 hours longer than it should have just because they wanted to screw around and have a
no,
that wouldn't annoy you. Of course it would annoy you.
You're waiting outside for a day and then people just start getting off the line for no reason. Then you're like, what the hell? What did I wait, all back here for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it doesn't help. The whole point is it doesn't help anybody. That's my point.
Right.
It doesn't help.
It's not like I think you're a horrible person for doing it. I'm just saying it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to advertise it if you're going to do it.
Correct.
To people that you'd say later, I'm not the guy that says later on, I give a shit what happens to you. These people are like, oh, I care so much about you. I want to help the community. Well, show it.
Right.
You show it in other ways. Do it as this is a way as well. You know what I mean?
That's a great attitude, Joker J, because you'll respect what other people collect. Here I am collecting Star Ace.
Yeah. I'll give my opinion on anything, but I'm never going to tell you shouldn't collect anything. It's your journey. It's your thing.
Right. I mean? My Star Ace.
Nefty brings us back in time. He's using his compact Presario desktop, and
he's bringing us back to a better time.
Going back to that NRD experience that I had the other day, that they do give you money back. I had ordered the wrong Darth Vader. I ordered the Darth Vader Deluxe. And when I realized that, after I paid, I called them up and they say, cancel it. I reordered the Darth Vader Special Edition with the half mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gave me my rewards point because I put $200 to the reward points to that figure. It took him about 3 hours, and then I reordered. That's the only time. And that's how I learned of the NRD because I was like, shit, am I going to get my money back?
Right.
And it was within 3 hours, I had everything back.
Thomas Jones, welcome, long time. He says, "Hey guys, just got my Wolverine from Deadpool on tour yesterday."
My man should get a medal for that, bro.
Oh my God,
that's a medal right there.
Unbelievable. We got who do we have here? We got Christopher. That's a new name. Welcome. He says, "That's for everything." That's for everything when drops, Jordan, sneakers, boots, perfume, etc. People buying more than one, like 10 and reselling sucks. But that's not
what we're saying.
No, that's not what we're saying.
We're saying they're waiting in line to get the shoes, and then when they get to the front of the line, they just stand there and waste everybody's time, and they don't buy anything. And they knew that that's what they were going to do the whole time.
Sean says, some people are just shifty individuals. I don't listen to people who don't know what they're talking about. Wait.
How dare you?
Oh my God. I know people who are just flippers. Yeah, but this is not this.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. That's not what we're saying.
Uncarded said some people like to jam up the queue out of spite because they couldn't get the figure they really wanted. That is a great point. I believe that 100% just
Do
out
you,
of
guys really,
animosity.
do you really think they do this stuff?
And wasting their time, man. I mean, time is precious, but you're gonna sit
People,
there.
I'm telling you, people, when you got people who have bad intentions, who are malicious, who have animosity in them, they don't care. They will disrupt a random person for no reason whatsoever.
In the toy community, though.
Yeah, but to what point?
Are
Like,
you kidding me?
what gain do you get out of that? You just get your rocks.
That's what I don't care.
Trolling. Is that it?
Probably.
You rob somebody, you get something. You get money, you get valuables, whatever. Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know?
What do you get on the? Well, I don't know.
Thule says, speaking of conversion, my wait list for Mace Windu just converted a few days
Me
ago.
too.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Me
A
too.
few people are getting a lot of conversions from items that obviously say waitlist and on Sideshow. So does that mean that people are canceling? I don't think Mace Windu is a figure that many were canceling. So does that mean they're getting more in? Who knows?
Well, that's another thing. Get on the wait list for stuff because people like to play games.
I'm sorry, Joker J. Holy shit, man. What they say in the sport? Goal!
There it is. I thought you were going to do the how dare you.
Oh man. Albert says Q FOMO is crazy. Yeah. You know why though? You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. At least for me. You don't want to be the one overpaying for that after the fact, especially for something artisan, because they're gonna get. Go ahead.
Stop that fact. You saw before any of the queues, people that were buying overseas and the extra costs added to those items. That I saw a lot of people. They were like, "Damn,
How much? How much? How much? Do you know? Remember how much?
No, they were maybe $50, $80 more. In some places it was $100 more. And I get it because I've been guilty in the past to buy from overseas. Usually, though, I gamble the queue. If I don't get it from the queue, I gotta go that way. Example, my was it Jack Sparrow that was on the queue? Yeah, Jack Sparrow was on the queue, and I missed that one. And dude, I had to bite the bullet and go overseas and pay. And I saw the difference.
How much more? Do you remember?
I want to say $110 more
for the artisan, right?
Yeah, the artisan.
Yeah, and that's my fear. That's my fear. I'm glad. Shout out to William. Thank God for William, because if I don't get it, and he doesn't want it, then I'm good, right? He always gets them anyway. So that's my backup. Thank God for him.
And I get it. They got to make money. I get it. They got to make money.
No. But it's the markup. You know what I mean? It's the markup. It's a ripoff. Like I understand if you got to make $40, $50, cool. But 100 and change, absolutely not. That's when it becomes like, is it worth it? Absolutely not. You're already
not including shipping. Not including shipping.
You're already paying how much for the actual figure from Sideshow or from Hot Toys, and then you got to add their markup. And then ship it, like it becomes ridiculous. It's already
that's what happened. That's what happened with Scarlet Witch. I got in, and I saw the artisan price, and I was like, "No way," because she was one of the first, and we hadn't really gotten adjusted to those prices yet. And I was like, "I ain't paying that." So I got the sculpted version. I got out, but my intention was to get the artisan until I saw the price tag. Now I just see the price tag, and I just go, "Just one more, hit me again with the whip one more time." Like it's just another lash across the back to add to the rest of them. You know what I mean?
Hit me with the whip. Carlos says, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Sideshow also does a queue for their raffle sign up giveaways. I never knew that. I never knew that at all. So
what does he mean by that? That it's random?
I have no idea. I have no idea what he's talking about. He says something about a raffle. What raffle?
Like if you get in on those SMS raffles or whatever, is that what you mean? The giveaways?
I just started. I never go for those. Number one, the ones in the group, they kicked me out of the group for posting my third party figures. So I'm not. I miss everything from the group. And
they're strict about that on well, I don't think I should get into it because I don't want to get him in trouble. But the employee that has a show, he reprimanded somebody for letting it slip through. One of his moderators let it slip through. Somebody just mentioned something about a custom thing, and he was like, "That's against my non-disclosure. I can't, have that stuff associated with me." So they're pretty strict about that.
Yeah, no. So like I said, they removed me I would post like my Hot Toys, but like third parties, whether it was next to it or behind it or whatever. And so that's why I got removed. I don't get anything from their giveaways.
You were spamming everybody with your third-party figures.
Well, no, like everybody posts their shit, so I was posting my shit too.
I know, but that's what somebody said that to you the one time, and I just started laughing. I'm like, this is a collecting thing about collecting. Like, what is this like?
It's
Only show me certain things.
It's like you spam everybody.
It's like, what are you talking about? That's what you're here to see.
The what the hell was I saying? The
Sideshow. You were talking about Sideshow and the group.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you distracted.
Yeah. So the giveaways that they do, I haven't gotten a single one. And on Instagram recently, I've been commenting on the ones that they tell you to comment whatever on. So the last two I've joined, but besides that, I don't join the raffles at all. I don't join the giveaway. I do the giveaways when they tell you put your name, last name, and email. Those I do all the time. I've never won one, but I will. I'm going to start winning them soon. I'm quite upset. It's funny how the same people who are supposedly advocating for the community enjoy promoting this kind of queue blocking effery. Yeah, well,
that's exactly what I was saying. Exactly. But also, look, I understand if you're trying to do like an educational video for new people. And again, it's not any particular person I'm talking about, because I've heard many people talk about doing this for years, not recently. It just recently started to get, because we've been doing it so much lately. And you sit at home and you listen to show after show after show, and you're like, people think this is a good idea. Like, don't they understand that they're gumming it up for everybody else? And if we're all in it for each other and it's supposed to be a community, shouldn't you get the hell out of the way?
Yep.
And one thing for sure is, even though there's been complaints or gripes, the queue system is here to stay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, who said that? Who was the first one to say that? Go ahead. Let me know. You guys were listening. I just want to make sure you guys were listening. Exactly.
It's here to stay. You did it, bro.
Yeah, of course I said it. The moment Anakin came out, I said this is the future, and here we are. We get him. We get 4 queues a week now. So let me see. Oh, Matt Planner, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
This must be a new thing then.
All right, so let me start before we get sidetracked with the conversation, because it looks like we could talk about this all night long, and I think we will at some point. We'll go back to that. So these are some of the Wolverines that appeared in the movie, which I found very, very interesting, very, very cool that they were even in there. I'm gonna see. So this was one of them, and one thing I want you guys to tell me in the chat is, do you think Hot Toys is going to make any of these? If you think they're going to make, if you're going to make any of these, please let me know in the chat if you think they're going to, or you think they're not going to. And if you can, type in why, let me know as well. So I'm going to ask you, Nefty. Obviously you saw the movie already. Do you remember seeing him very quickly, but he was there?
Yes, and I remember seeing, I'm suspecting, is that the other Wolverine? No, in brown? Oh, that's still Patch.
No. This is Patch.
No. I know, but the one
behind him,
in the poster.
Oh,
you see the poster because he doesn't have his eyes patched, and he's
he's the brown.
Right, this is the brown. Right, this is the brown.
Yeah. So I would say the brown is definitely, because it's just changing the tint on the suit from the yellow to brown. So that definitely is coming. I know Patch has a big following. It was a whole series of comics, so I would say absolutely. I saw, and you probably saw this on 1/6 Kit, somebody's making not the Patch, but that type of Wolverine head sculpt. Have you seen it? It's a third-party head sculpt. And,
oh, but that's the one. That's the one for the animated, for the Wolverine, for the what do you call it? For that Hono, for the Hono Wolverine.
But
yeah, I pre-ordered it on Kit.
That look would be this look for Patch, with the eye patch.
With the eye
patch.
No,
this definitely would be both of them would definitely be a plus if they came up with it. But the brown one is an easy one for them to make right now.
Do you think they're doing this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Jay.
I want to say yes, because if it's of the variants that we saw, we're going to get the Hugh Jackman ones. We're not going to get Henry Cavill, I don't think. Whoever played I don't know the names of them, but the Beastly one, and then there was the one on the cross. I don't think, but him, the brown suit, I think we're getting just because it's a classic suit.
Why are we talking about the brown suit when we're not even talking about the brown suit? We're talking about this guy. So do you think yes or no for this? Well,
it's the same thing. They're going to make them both, or you think they're going to make one and not the other?
I don't think they're going to make them all, but I think they're going to make some. That's what I'm saying. What do you think they're going to make this one? Yes or no?
No.
No. All right. So this was one. The other one is this guy, Age of Apocalypse.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Do you think this guy is a potential make by? Remember, he appeared in the movie as well.
Yes. I would love them to make this one.
See, this is something that I would never think that they would make, just because of what it is.
Right.
It's not too much. It's not too much action in it.
And do it artisan too.
Artist.
Oh,
Imagine
that'd
that.
be sick, right?
Imagine that. So, Nefty, yes or no?
Yes.
Jay?
No.
All right. So this is the other look of him. And now, Jay, now, yes or no?
Yes, and I have to disagree a little with Janef. If we go back and look at that suit, it's slightly different. They can't just recolor it. They have to change it. It's got to be
a completely different suit. It's a completely different suit. It's not the same suit at all.
Yeah, well, so I think though that's worth every penny. They're seeing it. They're going to look at the sales with the Hono, and they're gonna do it with this too. Why not?
Absolutely. So this one is one I think 100% is coming. The body set, right? They made the body, the silicone body already. The outfit is going to be 1, 2, 3 for them to make, and they're going to reuse, the blades.
Yeah, everything else they can reuse. They just got to make that right.
And to jump on what you just said, Joker Jay, seeing how well they did with the brown, look how well they're doing with the current Wolverine. They might say Wolverine is a golden ticket all around.
Oh yeah,
the variants.
Well, that's why I was struggling so much with the Joe Fixit one, because I'm like, boy, it's an easy make for them, a patch and a suit, and they already got a body. But I don't know. I don't think they're going to go that deep with the Wolverine.
What's that? I don't think
Michael, welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. Let me catch up with you guys. Happy Saturday. I most definitely think the tan and brown. Oh, absolutely. Yep, 100%. I think we'll get the brown. Yep. Oh, you see, that was my next one. That was my next one. I don't know. Let's go with you, Jay, first. What do you think of this guy? I'm going to tell you what I think. I think that if they decide to make it, the only reason why they would make it is because they have his likeness already on file. You know what I mean? They could use a Henry Cavill likeness and just touch it up. Obviously, it would have to be a completely different thing. They would have to get permission from him for this specific movie, not from something they did before. If they wanted to do expression or whatever. So, but I think that this is the version that you wanted, Jay, most out of every single one. And I didn't expect that version to be this guy. So I remember we were having the conversation. I said, oh, that's coming, because that's the iconic look from the X-Men Origins Wolverine that they passed down to this guy with the motorcycle in Deadpool and Wolverine. So,
oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Do I think?
Yeah, I don't want him as Henry Cavill. I want him as.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. So, do I think they're gonna make him like this? I doubt it. I don't think they're gonna go through all the hoops and loops to get, to go through all the licensing for this stuff to just make this one guy and that's it, because there's no reuse of this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's why they won't make it. But go ahead, you go.
The body would have to be a silicone body in the style of Henry Cavill. Mm-hmm. So they would have to be the Superman body, but full silicone. Say again.
Remember, he was massive in the movie. His arm was humongous.
Right. So they're not just going to reuse that Wolverine body for him. So it's a whole new body. It's a whole new sculpt. If they went exclusive with a small price tag, an artisan or something, as like next summer an exclusive or something, who knows? But it doesn't seem like something from a business standpoint that would jump out at me as like a surefire moneymaker. Yeah, it seemed to me it would be a bit of a reach.
Caleb says, as long as the figures have high pre-order sales,
yes,
they will make a bunch of it. Absolutely. Yep.
Now, which figure, if you see coming out first, you can say, oh, we're definitely getting the variants of all of the.
But that doesn't mean. But that's where it gets tricky, because just because they come out with one, they make a figure, doesn't mean that they're going to make all of them. They're not going to make all of them. That's what I said in the beginning. But they will make some. 100% they will make some, because it's easy money. You know what I mean?
Like of all the Deadpool variants,
I
don't know if we're going to bring those up, but of all those, there's so many. You're not even getting a 1% of them.
Michael, good morning.
Mike, what's up, bud?
What's up, guys?
Welcome.
That's Mike. That's who he thinks.
Black Panther says, I know that people are just hopping in the queue for shits and giggles because I had a spot in line in the thousands and the line moved up to checkout in less than 5 minutes. The figure wasn't sold out. So, yeah, so like I said, they go on just to see the pricing. And then when they see how much it is, they're like, no, thank you. And then that's it.
So in regards to that, too, though, a lot of people have multiple accounts open. So once they leave, they might have 5 accounts open. They leave, you jump 6 spots in 1 second. You know what I mean?
That is
There's
true.
a lot of that, too.
That is true, too. I didn't even think of that.
Remember, I had numbers like 2,200, and it took me 7 minutes to complete the purchase and everything.
Same thing. Yep.
Carter says Ryan Reynolds said no nice bull and mass has. He did not say that. This guy, unbelievable. Ernesto, welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here. So, Michael, Gina says hello. Michael, so we're talking about potential figures from the movie, and so we're up to Henry Cavill's X-Men, Wolverine Origins, Logan. Potential, yes or no?
No.
Why?
Because they're not going down the line. They're not going down the line making all these figures. No way.
I think so. I think you just got here and you're wrong already. So let's see.
We're trying to figure out where that line stops. Does it stop at Joe
Correct.
Fixer?
It stops at Lady Deadpool.
No, we mean just Wolverine, though.
Oh, my God. Actually, we're going to get into that, too. Hold on. Let me make sure I pull up the right picture.
Yeah, I lost my bet.
Where it stops with Wolverine. I don't. Look, it's already gone too far with shirtless Wolverine, so.
I gotta admit, when I finally saw the movie and that's the scene, I was like, really?
Right?
I was like, why?
Why?
And they didn't even put the mask on him. He had the mask on.
Exactly.
In his hand.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
They have to make money, guys.
That's the thing. It's
who's making money? You know, who's the guys that are
we
getting
can make it, so we're gonna make it.
Shirtless Wolverine? It's lame.
Yeah.
All right, Michael. How about Old Man Logan? How about that guy? Since we already got it from Social Toys, do you think Hot Toys will copy Social Toys, or do you think no?
No.
Jay.
Again, it's an easy thing for them to make. I don't think they're going to go this deep, but if they did, I wouldn't be shocked because it's easy for them to make and it'd be easy money.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think so. Like I said, they're playing. I think their game plan is planned out a year ahead of time. So I don't think now they're going to go back and I think they're filled in with some other stuff. No.
Look,
Yeah, I don't think so either for this.
As successful as this movie is and has been, look at there, and this should probably be a topic a little bit tonight. But the economy's bad.
Yeah.
The economy's getting bad. You know,
Daddy.
Recession.
who is the Toy Federation? You know Toy Federation?
Yeah.
The guys that have that big shop down in, I think in I don't know, Virginia,
South Carolina.
South Carolina. Okay.
Yeah.
Even those guys, like he did a stream, not a stream, but whatever, YouTube show today, and he was basically saying that he's, noticing that things are bad, like things are not. The market's not good, and even the Hot Toys market. He was saying that, like like everything's actually going waitlisted sooner. So he thinks, which, look, I guess you got to give him some credit because this is what he does for a living, right? So he's watching it 24/7.
Yep.
But he was saying that the runs are back to what it was back in 08 or 09, or basically, I think he was saying it feels like the orders are like they were back in 08, 09, 10.
Yeah, but wait, question for you. He stopped dealing with Hot Toys a long time ago because I used to order Hot Toys from him for years. And
he's selling Hot Toys. He's dealing with Sideshow then.
Yeah, no, I completely as far as I remember, because I remember I used to deal with him before he even started the store. He had the website, the Toy Federation.
You bought Hot Toys from him.
Correct. So I used to buy Hot Toys from him, and he used to actually give me a discount when I would buy directly from him without going through the website. So that's how I know the guy. And I remember his goal was always, I want to open up a store, because he would tell me he finally did it. Now he's got like a big time store. He's got like wrestlers going in there. He's got like superstars going in there all the time.
Yeah, I think he had 50,000 YouTube subscribers. So he's, his YouTube show's doing well. He's doing a toy shows. I think
his name is Ryan. His name is Ryan.
Ryan, right? Yep. Yeah. He hosts a big toy show down there in the South. So, he was saying the hot toys. The economy's bad. I think that was the title of the video. Like, the economy.
It lines up with the fact that they're doing all these small batch. They're trying to influence the market in their favor, and it's working. But that's why we're getting these small batch, higher price. Correct. Put a special tag on it, like artisan or exclusive or deluxe. Those little lures that lure you in to take a bite of the hook. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's small batch though. I think we're seeing now what the market is. Like the more I was giving it thought, like I think we're now seeing like the 4,000 run on Black Widow, right? It was 4,000, I think, collectively over the collector and the exclusive or whatever it is, and that's selling out quick, right? So if that sold out that quick, and again, in my opinion, that was the best figure of the release. I think these runs are in the 5, 6, 7. I don't think they're at 10,000 anymore. I think they were at 10,000 plus in 2021, 22, and we've cooled. We're not there.
I think they were higher than that, even.
Right.
Maybe.
So
I think we were in like the 20s, in the 20s and the 20s.
And that's just a lot, but maybe. I mean, but
old man Logan's feeling left out. Nefty.
Yeah, real quick. I know this is not the platform for it, but I do follow the market very heavily since I'm retired, and it's been dire news. And because I follow the market, you cannot follow the market without knowing what's happening overseas. And what's happening overseas, I kind of hinted to you before, Fabs, when we were talking about China and situation. But I know this is not the platform for it. But
talk about it.
Well, the indications are that we're definitely heading into a recession. A lot of the 7 big companies that have been pulling the weight because the smaller cap companies haven't been investing because they've been foreseeing that the market was going bad. So the projections have been basically controlled by the Apples, the Googles. It's only 7 big companies that have been really keeping the market looking like it's heading in a positive way. And each of those markets have had a lost earnings in a couple of days that we've had reports. If you follow the market, I don't know if you know, we've had disastrous couple of days already with the market. It just another news. Intel dropped 15,000 jobs out. So the 7 big companies that were giving the illusion of some positiveness in the market, which is the global market, are starting to fall apart. The small businesses could have never competed in the current state that the economy was right now. So they were under the shadow of the big companies, and they're starting to fall. They're starting to fall in the sense that they're not having any earnings. And we're talking about losses in the billions with these companies. And
you're seeing closures everywhere.
Yes.
What it comes down to is that kids don't have $495 to buy on a figure. That's it.
Or whoa, think about the rate of college graduates that are coming out. They just came out, still looking for jobs. And when they do find a job, it has nothing to do with their career, with their majors, and they're working somewhere else, waiting till something within their field opens up. They can make big bucks.
So I would basically, I guess what I'm saying too is that I stopped pre-ordering, right? I have not been pre-ordering anything because of how these figures have all dropped coming off of release. It's been disgusting and disheartening, basically. But honest, that it could be changing. Like, right? It could be changing now because if people are really backing off now with the economy, and now these runs are 3, 4, 5,000, and they're going to wait list as fast as they are, which I still think is a Sideshow ploy. I think that's a ploy to get them, to sell more, because then the FOMO hits. You know what I mean? When that thing goes waitlist, I'm sure orders spike to a degree. You know what I mean?
And Mike, what about this? What about companies overseas that fold, and you have your NRD or your version of NRD over there?
Yeah, but I don't think the volume You know what I mean? I think that's fringe. You know what I mean? Like how many mainstay collectors are really shopping overseas?
What about
the main collectors are Sideshow, Big Bad Toy Store. You know what I mean? They're shopping.
What about the statue community? Don't they have to buy overseas because that's where the statues are, or do they buy over here in the States?
No. They buy over here. They don't go overseas. They're all buying here.
Yeah,
They're manufactured overseas.
Caleb is right on the money. He says, "I don't care if the world ends. I still want my Hot Toys. Period. That's it.
That's it.
All, you know, when you're a collector, like for example, this is all I collect. This is all I got. You know what I mean? So this is my passion. That's why I'm so obsessed with this. But Mike doesn't care for this.
We're not here for a long time, so let's have a good time.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly, Mike. They were
Mike
beating me up earlier because I love Star Ace.
Mike doesn't need Hot Toys. He has prints, he has statues, he has everything else. I only have
He actually has Prince. He has the body of Prince in his back room back there.
the body of Prince. All right, Nefty, yes or no? Old Man Logan.
I would
Go to the next
say possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
Jay.
Given that they have the shirtless guy, they throw clothes on the shirtless guy and age up the skull, and there you go. And of course, put the clothes that he needs, and there you go.
Right. True. Jay.
No.
This was obviously they're not making this, but this was just a scene that was in the movie that was part of the comic as well. I just want to pull that up real quick. Also, guys.
Well, Fabs, that's much easier to make because you got the shirtless one now.
Correct. Yeah, but the thing is, are they going to give you a 1/6 scale diorama X? I doubt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's
That would be dope. Imagine that though.
Also, guys. No, that'd be sick. Also, nobody expected this guy to be in the movie.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, I don't think that he's going to be made whatsoever. So don't hold your breath. We're going to go with you, Mike. Yes or no?
Probably not.
Jay?
No.
Nefty?
I wish they would have because I don't own the first one.
And
I don't think we're getting any of these three.
last but not least, this is the one I think is coming the most.
I'm a book accurate.
5'3" Logan Wolverine. Mike, yes or no?
No.
With let me rephrase the question. Do you think this is coming on Steve Rogers' What If body? Yes or no?
What about Ron Weasley?
Ron Weasley. Jay, yes or no?
No. What are you talking about? Come on.
Nefty.
No.
Oh, I say yes. All right, guys. So now, we're gonna get into the action. We were just waiting on Mike because Mike needs to be involved in this conversation. It's very important. So first and foremost, we're gonna get into the pre-order first because we've learned, at least I've learned, something out of this pre-order. So something that happened when this was first teased, right? She wasn't up for pre-order, but she was teased. Okay, everybody was confused. Is this, the fake hair? Is this the artisan hair? Is this wool hair? Well, I just found out yesterday, I believe, or the day before, whenever she went up, I think it was yesterday. It turns out that I figured out what artisan means. Okay, so for those who don't know or haven't picked it up yet or haven't put two and two together yet, this figure here is 100% wool hair. Okay, the reason why it's not called an artisan figure is because it's not a fully gluted head sculpt. Period. That's it. So anytime you see artisan, it's because the entire head sculpt is gluted. That's what makes it artisan. This would be considered artisan if it were gluted all around like the Wonder Woman was. Like
so there's no artisan ponytails.
Yeah, basically.
Correct.
Wow.
Yep. Why, were you expecting an artisan ponytail?
I think that's ridiculous.
What do you mean? Why?
It's ridiculous. Artisan? Do you hear yourself?
Well,
Do you play back these shows? Do you hear yourself? Artisan ponytail.
That's what this is.
No, that is not.
What is it?
It's bullshit. It's doll hair. Super expensive doll hair.
So you're telling me this is not wool?
It's bullshit.
Are you saying
this
this is wool?
artisan thing is such garbage.
Wait, Michael, is this wool or no wool?
It's wool.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
wool.
It doesn't matter. Well, let me tell you, it's wool. It is not labeled artisan because it's not fully gluted, but this is wool hair. This is not the synthetic stuff. This is not the cheap old school stuff. This is 100% wool. This is what they've used for every single artisan figure to date.
Now check
Can you
this out.
Say that word again. Say that word again. What's that word?
Artisan?
No. The G word.
Gluted?
Thank you. Say it one more time.
Gluted? What? Wait, you don't know the term?
Super gluted. What is it? What is it?
Gluted, because it's not rooted. It's not rooted.
Not
it's
rooted.
gluted.
It's gluted.
It's gluted.
I like it. I think we're onto a little phrase there.
This word has been used for the past 8
Don't
months.
go rooted. Go gluted. Artisan.
Mike, guys, for those who don't know who just joined, Mike just started collecting last week, so he doesn't really know the terminology that's been being used for over a year.
Oh my god.
It's like when the mayonnaise on your burger isn't mayonnaise. Now it's aioli. It's like, what? Wendy's has aioli, right?
That's exactly what it is. It's organic aioli.
Yeah.
Organic aioli.
Or let's call it gluted artisan ponytails.
All right,
So wait a minute. Now this is a rare instance where we're getting the wool hair instead of the synthetic hair, but it's not gluted. It's attached to the head.
Correct.
Well, what other example could they possibly give us where it wouldn't be gluted? Because what other figures do you have where they have hair exposed, but it's not attached to their head in a way that they need to?
Can be many. So this is probably going to be a very rare style figure.
Yeah, like maybe Captain Marvel, maybe the one version of Captain Marvel, maybe. But that's kind of implanted
what
too,
version?
right?
What version?
Doesn't she have a version where like a little wisp of her hair kicks out the top or something? I think.
First one.
Oh, but that was the
Captain
first
Marvel?
Yeah, the first one. The first one. She has the helmet on, like the.
Yeah. So
battle axe,
maybe that. But other than that, what else are they ever going to do that's got this hair that's not artisan? This is the only one.
I mean, as of right now that we've seen, we don't know.
No,
You know what I
think
mean?
of a character. Can you think of a character that has hair that's not attached to their head?
Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So this could be a one-time deal where they're used, but the whole point of it is that they're using the wool.
Maybe the Batgirl, like the Batgirl comes out of the back of the cowl. Maybe we'll see it. I'm trying to think in the future where we're going to see this again, where it's not considered artisan.
Where it's wool but not artisan.
Define gluten. Define gluten for me.
Gluten is a protein that comes from wheat.
No.
The binder.
Define your thing, please. I want to know. What
Gluted.
Yes, please.
So it's again, instead of rooted, instead of going into the scalp like rooting is supposed to be, what artisan is you're gluing the hair in a specific way, and then
in layers, like
So they're not gluing the wool hair.
They are. That's exactly.
It comes on little strips, and they glue it on in sections that go down like your siding on your house.
So instead of one big mop, it's in
Yep.
sections.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct.
And that's gluted.
Correct.
That's what you're paying $120 extra for per figure. Is for some little Chinese kid to put that on delicately.
How dumb.
He said how dumb.
What's dumb is they pay them like 10 cents an hour and they keep the rest of the money.
Yeah, y'all, can you imagine?
Yeah, do we have a video? Do you have a video to show the process? Can I get like somehow impressed by what glued?
No. Yeah, if somebody has a video, send me a link and I'll play it right on stream because I would love to see that too.
I could find you one, but I can't do it while we're on here talking. I'll have to leave.
Right.
But somebody else in the chat can do that.
Let's get into the figure, guys. So Nefty, you seen the movie? You saw, how long she was in the movie, which was like 2 seconds. But obviously because that was his wife. For those who don't know, that was Blake Lively who played the role. She was still in there, a little bit. But she was there more than other Deadpools. Let's put it that way. So Nefty, how do you feel about the figure? Are you excited for the figure? Are you getting the figure? Or and how do you feel about the whole rooting thing? About the whole the whole artist. I
was gonna add, wasn't Jack Sparrow part of it was hair and the rest is not, something like that?
Correct. Yeah, there was a version that was both. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe that could have fallen into that category that you were talking about, the ponytail. But for this character, the hair is good to go for me. I enjoy the movie. I enjoyed her in the movie, and I'm looking forward. I know they can go crazy with these variants because it's kind of like the clones. You just got to change up certain parts. Well, not the female, but the other variants that might come down the pipe. But this is definitely a figure that I'm going to pick up. Yeah.
How do you feel about, not being labeled artisan while having the wool? Does that matter to you, or you don't care? Because I think obviously it would have been way more expensive, way more expensive having it as artisan than it is having it like this.
What's it now? What's the price now?
$280.
So you're just saying would have been in the $4s, maybe?
Oh, absolutely. A whole, look at Scarlet Witch. You're paying for that head sculpt because it's all hair. So 100% would have been 400 plus. Jay, how do you feel about the figure? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's necessary for your collection if you like Deadpools or not really?
Well, first off, Mike won the bet. It came in at 280. I had 3 and up. He had 3 and under. So I owe you $20, Mike. I'll get your PayPal later. So there's that. Secondly, already ordered her.
And it's wait, Jay, hold on. And it's my stream, so he has to give me 50%. But go ahead.
You gotta get 50. You're worse than PayPal.
I'm worse than YouTube.
friends and fuckery. So so yeah, she's hot. I like the poses that they've done on this collage of photos. There's some nice ones in there, man. It shows the flexibility. These new outfits are we saw it with the blue and red Spider-Man. We're seeing it with these Deadpools. This rubberized thing that they've incorporated into these outfits are giving them more play. They're leaving them just slightly loose enough that you can move those joints without it screwing with the suit too much. Of course, there's going to be a little bunching. That's impossible to get around right now with modern day technology and the money, the dollar bracket that we're in. But I like everything about it. I questioned whether I need her because it's like, it's just Deadpool as a female. The suit's a little different. There's some different things, but I said, yeah, she just looks too good. She's going to look too good. A lot of the time it comes down to like, what are you going to see on the shelf? There might be a figure you really love. Like one of the reasons I didn't go nuts with Jedi is because they all kind of are drab looking. Like I want something that's going to grab my attention. This grabs my attention. Even if I didn't know who she was, what Deadpool was, I would see this thing on the shelf and be like, that's cool. And if you put her in some sort of dynamic pose or a simple that walking sexy pose, like that when she comes out of that portal in the thing, that's perfect. It's subtle but it's eye catching. She's a cool peep.
We got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa. What's up?
Let me catch up with you guys here. Welcome, King Black Bull. Nice to see you. It's not artisan, it's Uzi time. It's Uzi time. Let's see. I want the couch. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the couch also, guys. Definitely need the couch. Yeah, everybody wants the couch. Nathan says, for me, if it isn't glued, I'm out. Example, that new Black Widow is glued. There you go, Michael. He's telling you exactly what an artisan is. Say King Black Bull is a true collector. You're not. Clinton Martin, welcome. He says, hello. Jack Sparrow had Will hair.
Wool hair.
Oh, wool hair, and was not artisan.
One of them, yeah, the one Nefty was talking about. It had a little bit of hair on top, and then the cornrows were plastic.
Right. So
because I got one of him, and I got the artisan one too. Because anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, but there was an artisan, right? Because I think
one was and one wasn't.
Yeah, one was artisan, one wasn't. Yeah, because I feel like maybe I'm reading this wrong, but he's making it sound like there was no artisan.
Yeah, no, there definitely was.
Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
How you doing?
He says, shut the bed, guys. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Ernesto says, if you're a completionist, you will buy her to have. Yep, absolutely. She's coming home. She's coming home.
She could be part of the Deadpool core.
Yep.
Did you see the little baby too? You can put the little the bottles in his hands like guns. Yep. That's pretty cool.
I think they're magnetic too, believe it or not. CCFL is the cure for drab Jedis. There you go.
Changes everything.
I know previous Deadpool have had die-cast swords do these. Yeah, I think they're not going to go backwards with stuff. I think if they're doing certain things already as the norm, I think they're going to continue. The blades have been feeling a little bit heavier than usual, which is awesome. One thing I don't like, guys, is the magnetic blade holder that Deadpool has in the back. Oh my god, I think it's so cheap. I think it's so weak. Those magnets are very weak. It's flimsy. It's very flimsy. Moves around a lot. And so if they're gonna do that again, I hope that they fix those magnets and they make them a lot stronger than what they are. Because the moment you move that, the thing shifts immediately. So I don't like that at all.
These blades are plastic now. Did you know that?
Say it again.
These blades are plastic now. Did you know they've changed that?
These?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They are on the Deadpool, so I'm assuming on her they're going to be the same.
Oh, so yes, that's what I said. If they're using something for one, they're using it for the other. So that's kind of annoying because the older ones were kind of nice if they were a little dice. Because I remember that.
That's what I heard. Right? That's a bit of a step down. It's kind of a bummer.
Getting everything DP. There you go. No, the new blades are plastic. There you go. See, I thought they would have been like the Deadpool 1 or 2, but I guess not. That sucks.
It makes sense now because now it's not going to be heavy on the back. When you put it with the
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Giovin says review saying the swords are plastic. Oh, see, that's annoying. So they are going backwards. I forget who said that they don't go backwards. Hot Toys does go backwards. You heard it here first. Ash says Deadpool swords are plastic. Sorry. Yeah, it's annoying. One awesome accessory that you have been included with Deadpool are Logan's claws. Any artist here that is making them? Well, I can tell you this: those claws are 100% coming with another Deadpool figure. Like I said, when the figure was announced, there will most likely be a DX Deadpool figure at some point. And getting into this Lady Deadpool, Michael, we're getting into the couch conversation right now. So for those who may remember, may not remember, there was another RSVP picture, right, that said Deadpool. I believe it said something like special edition below it, and there was a regular one. The special edition was completely removed from Sideshow, right? If you go to Coming Soon, that doesn't exist there anymore. So I'm going to ask Mike. Mike, what do you think that means? Are they completely not giving us the couch? Do you think they took it off because it's about to go up for pre-order? Or do you not really care about the couch at all?
I don't give a fuck about a couch.
What about a love seat?
Love seat?
It's more a love seat.
Wait, so
no.
So this is not something. So let's rewind.
Is it gluted?
Do you care for the figure? Do you care for the figure at all? Yes or no?
The figure?
Yes. No. So that's why he doesn't care for the couch. Because why would you care for the
couch?
Okay,
well, look at you, all drooling over Deadpool figures with no head sculpts. Like, talk about rookies. We've had 4 Deadpools, 3 Deadpools, no head sculpt. We're due a head sculpt, girls.
But
and you're excited for another hooded Deadpool?
But you don't understand. The head sculpts are coming.
My fourth same Deadpool. Thank you.
The head sculpts are coming. They're coming. They're 100% coming. That's what I said.
Until I see it.
Fine.
Wait. You're right. You're right. You're probably right. They're going to make us spend $400 on this.
Yes.
$500
absolutely. Correct.
You idiots. Don't you pre-order this Deadpool.
I'm telling you that is exactly because remember, they will get you with the promo edition, which is the one that's shipping already, that exclusive base, that blah, blah, blah. So they already got you with that.
You don't think that's scummy?
Well, that's the game, but they've been doing that for years.
Well, listen, let's help the community out. It's scummy. Don't buy this thing.
Well, check this out. Wait a minute. I heard somebody say somewhere else, and it's a good take. Notice he's got the baby carrier, but there's no baby carrier in the movie. Like I think
that's a deleted scene. I was going to tell you about that.
Right. So because they get before the movies are released, Hot Toys is looking at this footage to make the figure. This stuff is done before the public even sees it. So I think there was a scene. This is what I was hearing somebody else say. I'm just mimicking what they said. That there was a scene that he had the baby on his chest, whatever, blah blah blah. That was deleted out of the movie, but they were already in production, so they made this figure. So are we gonna now get one with the adamantium skeleton and the Wolverine claws tied on his arms like the beginning of the movie? And that would also be a chance to incorporate battle damage. It would be a chance to incorporate the sculpt if they want to do it. It does make sense from a business standpoint. And if you look at it that way, it doesn't seem so shady. It does seem shady if they knew about it and they're just milking it in small ways like that.
From my understanding, like what they do, they send Hot Toys like promo pictures. Like this is what the movie's going to be about. So there could have been, again, a picture with him, with the baby, the whole family, and him in this carrier. Yes, it wasn't used in the movie. It was just in the promotional, concept type things that they passed over to Hot Toys. So
Like, remember that black suit Spider-Man that came out that was just his suit inside out, and that turned out to not even be accurate, and the whole thing that was because of that same situation. It was early advanced images.
Right. Remember it was supposed to be like a blue lightning, and then it turned out to be yellow lightning or whatever.
Right. It happened a couple times. There's been a couple instances.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, they changed after the fact. Yep. So now, Michael, so you don't like Deadpool clearly, but you have all the prints. I don't understand. And so
I love Deadpool. I'm just not an idiot to buy 4 Deadpools without a head sculpt. I'm not a completionist anymore, right? Let me start there, right? I am not used to be a psycho like the guy up in the top.
Oh, Jay,
not that.
Jay, don't let him disrespect you in public, okay? Go ahead.
I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not a psychopath anymore. And
I'm not a psychopath anymore.
But I do have 3 Deadpools. Don't get me wrong. I have 3 Deadpools.
Tell him how many prints, please.
What do you mean prints?
How many prints do you got of Deadpool? Just tell him.
I have probably 2 gluted, 1 rooted, and 1 suited.
Oh my god.
Gluted prints. Oh, it's real hair.
It's
real. And you don't want to know where from.
Talking about gluted ponytails. How are you layering this ponytail? Please tell me how that's happening.
Well, look, they had a little curling iron. See?
We're talking about layers of insertion, are we not?
No.
They just plug it into the top.
Correct. This is not going to be layered nothing. That's why it's not artisan. This is just a stick sticking into the back of the sculpt. That's it.
So you probably rip it right out and she'd be a pineapple Deadpool.
Say it again.
You can't glute a ponytail.
Correct.
Well, you could, but why bother?
Well, no, right. There's probably magnetic or something in there that's permanently stuck on there. Let me see. Bob says a BD with sculpt and that's. I'm telling you guys. See, you're gonna tell me that we have a clean Wolverine already. We have a battle damage Wolverine. You're gonna tell me that original Wolverine was in a promo, a movie promo. What do you call it? Sell, right? A movie promo item, and then you're gonna have, like I said, 100%. I can guarantee we're most likely getting a DX to come with. Like I said, we're getting a clean head sculpt. We're getting a battle damage head sculpt. And you guys are focused only on Deadpool. You guys aren't talking about Wade. Wade as a figure is coming. Nobody's talking about that. And I think that's where we're getting the head sculpts as Wade, not so much as Deadpool. And what's
blinded by the light.
And what's gonna happen is this is what Hot Toys is gonna do for you. You're gonna have to swap out if you want Deadpool with the head sculpt. You're gonna have to get Wade as the figure. Take his head sculpt off and put it on Deadpool if that's the look you want.
It's gonna be the new GX figure, gluted. GX.
Kind of like what they do with the Venom, right? Or Venom or Carnage is one of them that you can use the sculpt on the other figure. I think.
Yeah, Carnage came with the Venom head sculpt.
With Venom head, yeah.
That you were able to use on.
See, this is where you even lose me because I don't want his head sculpt at all on anything. And the fact that you want him in plain clothes and in a jail version and in like I don't get that at all.
But no, the jail version was from Deadpool 2. That's
but why would you want that? It looks terrible.
It looked all because you had that scene alone with him in that yellow jumpsuit, with the neck collar, the explosive neck collar. And then having the Juggernaut with the same suit next to each other. Are you kidding me? What? So that's the only reason why
I would like him with the Hawaiian shirt.
That's where we get. That's what I'm telling you. That is most likely absolutely. I'm
telling
you that is because that's Wade. That was part.
Why
of the
don't you collect your gardener or the guy at the bus stop? What's the difference? It's the same thing.
The thing is, we get it all with one head sculpt. Go make it yourself. You get it all with one head sculpt.
But don't you want something fantastic? Like not something that's just, I don't know. I don't know.
Ash says, but Deadpool wear masks. I don't see your point. He's not Deadpool without the mask. Of course he's Deadpool without the mask. What do you mean?
Yeah, he's kind of naughty. He's like a hot dog.
He's like a hot dog.
He's like a hot dog. There should be like a partial where you there's like a partial.
How dare you?
Like Spider-Man? Like the
Spider-Man? Yeah, like Mike was saying. That one I'd get. That's kind of cool.
Which one?
Partial.
With the half, like where it's up over his nose.
Right. That would be a nice one to do also.
Yeah.
Give us a battle damage and give us a clean one. I think, like I said, I think they're coming, guys, 100%. And you guys know when I get that feeling,
Oh, I think you're right too. They're not done with this line by any stretch of the
Oh, no,
imagination.
they're coming up with variants.
Correct.
This
I'm telling
movie's
you,
like
they're gonna
top
milk-
5 fucking
Correct.
movie,
They're gonna milk the hell out of it. And like I said, the moment they just put a 1,500 limit on anything, you're gonna tell me you're not gonna buy it? Exactly.
They
That's
have
what-
Deadpool stamps, bars of soap. I mean, I can't go. I'm at the gas station and the thing comes on and talks to you, and it's Deadpool, Deadpool, Deadpool. It's like I can't even pump gas without hearing about this movie. They're gonna go nuts with,
Christian says, yeah, but like you said on your Shure review, you can't use on other. They may not make it compatible. Exactly. Yeah. So another thing that they've been using, guys, that they've been doing at least, I'm noticing at least on Padme's head, on Shuri's head as well, which is, I just opened the black. Yeah, the not the neck piece, well, the neck adapter and the attachment that they put inside the head as well.
Yeah.
This is something very different, very new, and I don't know if they're doing this on purpose. I said it. Thank you, Christian. I said it in the video because I've never seen that before. And I'm taking it as are they like forcing us not to use this or make customs out of it or modify them or make our own custom. Like I don't know why they're doing all these.
Well, initially I thought it was to get out of the ways of the purrs, but I was like, they've been doing it without that for a while.
No, it's got to be for that, but to avoid having to split the back of the head open type stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's why, but it looks funky to me. I don't know.
But it's also kind of proprietary too, because then you can't swap
Correct.
it with, it makes their thing more the one you gotta have.
That's what I think they're doing. Correct.
Very
That's what I
fragile.
think they're doing. So you got to modify whatever figure you want to turn into a custom. You got to modify. So I think that's what they're trying to do. Jivan says, "I'm just happy Deadpool's release wasn't updated from next year to this year. I'm probably in the minority that prefers all my characters in their mask helmeted looks." There's nothing wrong with how you like it, but there are tons of collectors that are desperately waiting for a Wade Wilson head sculpt by Hot Toys. They've been made by third parties over the years.
We've never gotten one.
You?
And we call those people crazy.
That's cool.
What do you mean you've never got one?
We've never gotten the Wade Wilson Hot Toys head.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of people are waiting for that. We already got 2 Deadpools. We got Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, right? Now we got Deadpool 3. Still no head sculpt. So that's what I mean. This is going to be the movie with the head sculpts, 100%. We got Big Rib in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
A DX with, like, again, 3 sculpts, right? That would be nice to do. The full no helmet, the halfway point,
Correct.
Maybe
I'm
again,
telling you,
want to do a battle damage. I don't think it's needed, but
correct. A battle damage is coming as well. You're going to see, because again, they made a Wolverine battle damage and a clean one. You're going to tell me Deadpool is just going to get a clean version? That's it?
No, I don't see the battle damage. You know why? Because that gray version was kind of a little bit of a battle damage variation, and it did not sell well. So
Which one?
Dusty.
The Dusty Deadpool.
Well, I don't know what that
did not sell well.
Yeah, no, I don't know how well that did, so I can't even respond.
Did not do well.
But I know people didn't like that figure when it came out too much because it was gray, not Deadpool. You know what I mean? So I think that's what turned people off.
No, because that's a very much a comic book variation, is that X-Force gray suit. So that's what they were going for. Which I know you don't know anything about the comic.
I know perfectly well what you're talking about, peasant, and I can tell you that that's not what they were going for, because
of course that's what they were going for.
No, they were going for that look, but if you want to talk about X-Force legit, his eyes would have been red. So that's why they didn't go that. But I know
they can't go full comic, but that's why they did the gray. That's to make the comic-y X-Force to go with them. And that's why they did it in the movie. Let's be honest. That's why they did that. I'm
not saying that that's not what they did it, but if they want to do X-Force, they would have had the eyes.
Oh my God.
They would have figured out a way to put it in there, even for a second. Believe me when I tell you.
Like how many variants? Fabs?
What?
How many variants you're expecting? Now, all these variants are different shapes.
We're gonna get at least 3 different Deadpools, and we're gonna get
including
Wade's. Oh, well, so like I said, that very first one that we have out right now is just the promo version. That's it. That's just the very first.
No, but I'm saying, so are you including Ladypool?
No. I'm talking about Deadpool.
So you're saying like battle damage would count, and then anything after that, right?
I think it's going to be Deadpool's and Wade's we're going to get. So at least
So you
3
think we're getting
more.
3 more? Okay.
At least
Cowboy?
3 more. Huh?
Cowboy?
Cowboy, that is a must, 100% a must. That soccer team one is a very easy one. I don't know how popular that soccer team is, so I can't say on that. But that is a very easy figure for them to just, put 1,000 or 500. Like, who's really going to want that soccer team? But you make 500 of those, you're going to tell me you're not going to go for it? Absolutely. So,
absolutely not.
But
Absolutely not.
I'm telling you, those are
You're
possibilities.
great. You know what? I'm gonna right now. I will buy you Cowboy Deadpool if it comes out.
Somebody clip it. You heard it here first.
And I want to buy. What's the reverse though? Okay, if it comes out, I'll buy it for you because they're never gonna make that stupid thing.
I want deluxe exclusive version.
Cowboy Deadpool. They're gonna make a whole new Deadpool figure with a stupid cowboy hat. Please.
And just know this. Remember when he removed his wig in the movie and he had those bits of hair sticking out?
Yep.
The head is gonna come, and that's gonna be artisan glued little patches of hair. You heard it here first.
Now I know.
You know, I was in the theater when he was facing away, and you saw the staples in the back of his head. I literally had that thought. I go, if they make this head sculpt and people like jump over each other to get it, what the hell is wrong? Why would anybody want this?
No, I'm telling you, you're gonna see how quickly a head sculpt is gonna sell out. Obviously, if they make it an MMS, it's gonna stay there forever. But if they make it a limited, goodbye.
Wow, that off mall light, bro. Oh,
Black Panther says,
not good.
There was a 1,500 limited on Darth. Yeah, there was. Yep, that was, and that's gone too. Would it be glued or artisan toupee? that would be artisan, 100% artisan.
Yeah.
But I would hope that it's removable. I think that's if it's removable, it can't be wool. It just can't be. It's got to be sculpted 100% with a magnetic, something that attaches the head sculpt on, like they did. The old school figures with the purse, right? You would
the little magnets could stick to the little staples.
Correct.
When you pull the hair off, the staples are there.
Correct. So
that'd be cool.
Black Adam.
They never glute wool hair. They only use synthetic. You said hair?
No, it's all wool. It's all wool.
Well, no, the old wool wouldn't matter what.
Everything's wool now. Yeah, they changed.
So far everything has been wool up to now.
So the hair is the same no matter what. It's just the process.
Correct. The artisan is just the process. Correct. The wool is just the wool, the hair, but the process is the artisan or not. So here there's no artisan because there's no gluting on all of the head sculpt. It's just in the back. So it's just a ponytail of wool. It says Black Adam, Clone Wars, Obi-Wan also have that proprietary connection too. Oh, there you go.
Like what did they use? What did they use to style the synthetic hair that they had to move up to wool to be able to do? Is it because of the heat? Because they can style this because it's real hair?
Period. That's it. Think about it. How come they've never curled a synthetic hair figure ever?
Well, it does, but it doesn't curl like naturally. It like does these big waves. So I'm like, can they just manufacture it that way, and that's why they get away with it?
Yeah, no, that's I thought the same thing you just said with the wool. I think they're actually heating it up and and they're able to curl it. Look at the Wonder Woman.
And the product can stick to it.
Correct. The Wonder Woman, that hair is beautiful.
You should do a second channel called Fab's Hair Salon.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. You're onto something there. It's fabulous.
Hey, Mike, somebody's got a question for you.
Who what?
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you? Where did they touch you?
Who's ass face? Who's this guy?
Ash Face, what?
Mike.
Oh, he's picking on Ash.
Mike, relax. He's a friend.
Oh, sorry, Ash Chase. I'm sorry.
He's on our side. Relax.
I'm trying to get kicked off the freaking show. Right?
Mike's like,
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Man. Regardless of this movie, there will be some sort of limited edition variant color X for Deadpool at some point, probably some anniversary release. Thank you. Thank you guys for those who understand the game. Thank you guys for those who pay attention to what goes on. Thank you to those who are not immediately turned off by collecting, like Michael is.
But are turned on by buzzwords like artisan and deluxe and limited.
Mike is turned on by the 2.0.
It's amazing that like for us to be collecting as long as we have, for him to go one way and me to go the other, right? Isn't it amazing? Amazing.
Read this comment, Michael.
It's a hair system. I believe that.
It's a hair system.
My brother's my brother needs one of those.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
What's up, Chris?
Hello.
Oh,
Thank
shit.
you for being here, my friend.
What were you saying now, Mike? Wait, what was Mike saying?
About what?
What were you just saying when we started laughing at that comment?
I don't
know. Give me X23. I would be 1,000,000,000% shocked if they made her. Because of the amount of time that she was in the movie. And even though it was decent.
Wait. Can I stop you? Can I just stop you?
Uh-huh.
Cowboy Deadpool, X23. Movie time, and you think they're gonna make a Cowboy Deadpool over an X23?
Think about why. Just think about it. Just for 1 second. Take 1 second of your time and think about why.
Because it's easy. You think it's just simply because it's easy because they'll make it. They can just generate the same figure they gave us, and like we're gonna buy that. Like we're so dumb that we're just gonna buy that.
Michael, I think
there's only a few of us that are that dumb.
Michael,
like 25% of the population. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 of us, so 25%.
Michael, you have to understand that you are not the only one in this collection hobby. People are going to buy.
That is brutal math.
People are going to buy figures.
Look, they should do X23. They should do Blade. They should do Elektra. I would love all those figures.
No, those are the ones that they're not making.
But exactly. So if they're not going to make those, they're not going to make Cowboy Deadpool.
Oh man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Is there any Hot Toy PR? All the ideas mentioned here are copyright. What is PR? Public relations.
Public relations. Hey, are they going to do that?
Because he could easily he could have meant, is there any Hot Toys Puerto Rico location? See,
yeah.
I still think some DP announcement is coming on August 15th.
Why?
Babo.
So what's our thoughts on Gambit? I thought it should not have been Channing Tatum. He looked a little squeezed into that suit.
Was horrible. That was horrible. He looked like he couldn't even turn his neck. He was like this.
Yeah, he looked like he was being choked by that thing.
Yep.
And Gambit's got a cool ass. That's a cool ass outfit.
Yeah, but the accent, you couldn't understand the word he was saying.
I thought that was the best part of it.
Oh yeah, no. See, I was like, why did they? I was like, when you watch a cartoon, you're like, all right, like he's got the accent, but like you understand everything he says. He was like, blah, blah, blah. He was like mumbling. I was like, what's going on? But he looked cool. The 1 second character in the movie figure would be Brown Suit Wolverine. Yeah, that's coming 100%. Yeah. That is an iconic figure. That is 100%.
Because there's lineage, like you said, it's iconic.
Hold on. You heard that Hulk vs. Wolverine is in production or being looked at Marvel, right?
No.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Really?
Wait, what do you mean? What?
Oh my God.
What are you saying?
What am I saying? The Hulk vs. Wolverine, that they're looking at that, or they're looking.
Oh, I did hear that. Yes. They were talking about.
Why would they give us that figure now?
Yes. Say it again.
Yeah, that's true.
Why would they give us that figure now if there's the potential for Hulk vs. Wolverine? They would save that Wolverine for that movie.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I don't think they'd save it.
I'm going to tell you why.
They can make money now and later. Why would they do that?
So it's not. I can guarantee you, it's most likely not going to be the same exact suit that they're going to use for that movie. And that they change the suits for every movie. Yep. I'm going to give you an example: Captain America, and Ant-Man, Star-Lord. Every time those suits change. So if we're getting a movie, we're not going to get the same exact outfit that we got for the for the scene in Deadpool and Wolverine, guaranteed. So that's how they're going to make it.
I think you need to compare this again, not to the super movies, not to Infinity War and Endgame, because those are standalone, but compare like regular movie releases and the releases we get with those movies. And because look, we're kind of spoiled with TMS, right? They unloaded figures from the TV series, unloaded. We got way more figures than I ever thought we'd get. So I don't think they're going to go down that same path for the movies, or I don't remember them at least doing that. I don't remember them doing 10 upwards of, you're talking like a 10 release for Deadpool here with all these Deadpools you're saying are going to come.
But the bigger movies, yes, though, right? So like the Avengers, they gave you deep lines, and this is one of those big movies.
I don't know. I don't think this
made so much money.
Infinity War.
Well, I don't think it's the same type of movie at all. I'm just saying the box office is the same.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
the characters. It's I don't see it as the same. Those things are once in a decade type movies. I don't see this movie is like a once in a decade movie. Sure, it was great fun, but
the hype is behind it, and there's money to be made. So I don't see why they would turn anything down.
All right, guys. So our next topic.
Before we start the next topic, I'm out of here.
All right, thank you, my friend. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night.
Nefty, enjoy clubbing, brother.
Yeah. oh yeah, I did mention. I was like, how'd you know?
So the next topic, guys, looks like it's creating a lot of drama. I already told you guys why I think it's happening. I think people are looking for excuses now not to buy. It's not it's nothing new, right? It's been happening. People always demonize and talk badly about things that they that they hope that they know they're not going to get, but they hope that they influence others to think the same and feel the same about the item, so they're not the only ones not getting the item. Again, that's just how I think and how I feel. So we got this beauty over here finally out. So it looks like there's a lot of complaints about the actual suit being very, very textured or overly textured compared to the original one and the one in the movie. Also, it looks like a lot of people are complaining about the colors, right? So apparently this is supposed to be more gold than yellow, and they made it very yellow. The original DX was more orange than yellow. This MMS release is more yellow than orange. So apparently that was killing people's feelings, the fact that they went a little too yellow. Also, the texture of the suit. Obviously they're not going to show you the one before and after side by side because they're not going to do that to themselves.
Look at that belt right there. It looks like that looks gold. And then picture before
No,
was
not
like
at all.
yellow as a banana.
See, this is yellow here. No,
That looks gold to
oh,
me.
well, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like a different hint of yellow. I know. I see what you're saying. So that's what's going on with the figure, guys. So a lot of complaining, a lot of pointing out the things that make them not want to buy the figure. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm going to tell you guys what I think happened. So for those who know what happened with the Batman Begins figure, right? When they redid that original suit, right? The Batman Begins suit with the spelunking outfit, right? With the harness. For those who had the original one, the Toy Fair exclusive one, you'll know that the suits are very different, right? One is very matte and rubbery, and the new one it has a shine to it, but completely different materials. Also, that same style of suit that I'm talking about with the Batman Begins figure also was used for Batman Forever and Robin, right? The Sonar Batman and that Robin. If you pay attention, and for those who have the figure, if you bend the elbow, that suit is very big and very baggy, and you see how it folds on the elbow area. So what I think they did here is the exact same thing. If you guys have the original Batman DX figure, you'll know that rubber suit was impossible to move. That thing does not go anywhere because the rubber suit was very, very thick. Again, very old figure. That's all they had back then. Now, I think what they did to this figure was they printed out these suits to have over a body like the other two figures I mentioned, the other two Batman figures I mentioned. And I think what happened was in production, it developed too much texture, or they did it with too much texture, and now it's backfiring. And the reason why I'm saying this is because of this. This here alone, if you look at how he's twisted, okay, and look at what's happening to the suit, is bulging. Go try doing that with the original DX, and you tell me what happens. The figure doesn't twist, number one, okay? Because that suit is very restrictive and is very tight. So there's no twisting that figure. So this is what I mean. You can see clearly that this figure is twisted at the torso. That's why it's bulging up, and that's why it looks like that. So another thing that I noticed, somebody sent me a link, a clip of I guess an unboxing review, and the elbow of the figure, you can bend it all the way like this, literally the whole elbow. You could go all the way, right? With the original DX, you cannot do that anywhere near that because again, it's very restrictive. So those three things are what made me realize they changed the entire suit completely. They made it cheaper because I can guarantee you it's a cheaper quality than the original DX. It's supposed to be. Remember that DX is supposed to be the best, right? How long ago was that DX? Does anybody know on the panel?
10 years, 7 years.
Okay, let's say 10 years because it's been about 10 years. Yeah, probably more than 10 years, to be honest.
Probably. But...
Yeah, it's definitely over 10 years. I can tell you that. So back then, again, that's all they had at the time. That's what we got. Remember, the DX was the best at the time. Now, this is an MMS. It's updated. It's supposed to be better. They're giving you a suit with more articulation, right? To be able to articulate and utilize the figure that much more. Because, again, these things you cannot get with
that was everybody's main gripe. You're 100% right. That was everybody's main gripe, was that it was a statue. So now they're trying to make people happy, and you can't make anybody happy. So
correct. So thank you for that, because that's exactly what's happening. They're trying to make people happy with the fact that the other suit was complete trash when it came to articulation, not anything else. The figure is great. I love my figure. I only have one of those, and I bought 2 Batman Returns. So that's what I think is happening with the figure, and I don't have it in hand, so I'm just talking out of my ass right now because that's what I'm seeing in the pictures. But I can guarantee you I will most likely be right when I get it in hand. I am not canceling my order because there's no need to. If you're in a hobby and guess what? They come out with something and you don't like it, guess what? You don't have to buy it. You're not forced to buy it. Move on. Just go on to the next product. You know what I mean? You don't have to talk about it. You don't have to, bash it and make people, I don't want it now because of blah, blah, blah.
Well, here's where we're okay. Can I interrupt?
No, go ahead. I'm done.
Check this out, right? So to an extent, yeah, you don't have to say. Here's the thing that happens. Number one, we have these shows. What are we going to talk about? So we nitpick. We need content. So we nitpick. Number two, people are just flaky. People just feel the need to say. They feel the need to like, you don't always have to have an opinion, and you don't always have to have an answer for somebody. And you'll find in life that when you ask people a question that they don't have an answer to, they just make things up because they don't want to admit that they don't know something. But there's nothing wrong with that. You can say, I don't know if this suit is good or bad. I'm going to wait till I see it in hand. I'm going to, delay judgment. You can say stuff like that, but everybody feels the need to be the first one with an opinion, the first one to show you, their content or whatever. So I think if you take a lot of that into this mix, it explains some of it. Right. But then there are people out there that I don't understand. Like, I'm going to cancel this figure now. What? Why? What? This is not what they showed you in the prototypes? Is it not exactly what they showed you? Right down to that Bucky Beaver faceplate that looked ridiculous. We saw that a year ago, and that was the first thing I pointed out was, what is this faceplate? Yep. Now here we are a year later, and everybody's like, what is that faceplate? It's like, you didn't see it before? Are my eyes better than yours? I wear glasses. They're not, believe me. Wait, so I don't get it.
You're talking about this one?
No, there's the other one with the kid.
Let me say hello to Luis real quick. Luis, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. The other one, let me see.
Meme with the little kid next to it. You know what?
Hold on.
Yeah. Everybody's.
Oh, you're talking about the one you're talking about this. I know what you're talking about.
Everybody's been passing that around. It's funny as hell.
Yeah. Let me pull it up. Because it looks like. Hold on. Where is it? Yeah, so I got some comparison pictures also for you guys to see. So, hold on, not that one.
Not to mention, how many times have we talked about stuff on here like Padme's sculpt, and then you get it in hand and you're like, it looks pretty damn good.
So I don't know whose picture this is. So thank you for whoever made this put this together. Because again, I just got it from you guys. So I don't know, who to give credit to. But again, thank you. So here is the original one, and here is the new one. As you can see, more gold here, more yellow here. A little bit more texture on the new one. A little bit more realism to the new one, as you can see. Not that this is bad, but this looks, the skin tone at least, from the image, even though it's very blurry, it looks more decent.
Look at how the head is more streamlined. On the other one, the old one, it kind of juts out around the ears.
Correct. So this one, correct. This here is very, very perfect, and here it's like in and out. It goes in here and then it goes out again. I mean, it could be lighting though. It could be the lighting. Michael, how do you feel about all this? Have you been paying attention to the drama?
I really don't hate everything, but I hate this symbol, so I've never liked this.
I don't hate everything, but I hate this.
I don't like that. I hate that symbol. Look, I hate that bat signal. I do. I hate that symbol.
What?
That's why I went with returns. I went with returns for my Batman because I like that. I like that symbol better than this. This symbol bugs me. That extra little womp 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 by the tail.
Yeah, right here.
My OCD goes crazy with it. I hate it.
Now, did you not pre-order any of these, like the 89, the DX, or the new one?
None.
You don't own an 89 Batman.
Of course I own an 89 Batman. Did you not just hear my explanation?
Yeah, you said I ordered the Batman Returns, which is not an 89 Batman. That's a 92 Batman.
It certainly is an 89 Batman. He's just from he's the 89 Batman in the 1991 movie.
Peasant. Unbelievable. This one, Jay. This is what you're talking about.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the figure. If it's got too much texture, then guess what? Don't buy it. You know what I mean? More for us.
Bat signal. Come on. You like that bat signal? Oh my god.
No, I don't. I mean, Batman's just that signal. Also, guys, I don't know who made this picture, but thank you as well. So here is a more detailed comparison. So again, this is the original one. This is the movie, by the way, just so you guys know. So this is the movie. Okay, and then this is the DX, and then this is the MMS. So as you can see, I don't know what I think is this. I really believe that in person, right? This suit isn't 100% smooth, which is why they had to show you. Right, it can't be 100% smooth. That's why you had some texture on this to begin with from the very first figure, right? Then you got the 2. It can't even be called a 2.0, by the way. Whoever's calling this a 2.0 is an idiot, because this is not a 2.0 by any means whatsoever. So this is not a 2.0. So get that through your heads. And so as you can see, they went overly textured. Again, why? Who knows? But is this a complete deal breaker? Absolutely not. Not for me. Not for me at all. They're going to look great. And the only reason why I would get it having the original DX is because it's going to look updated. It's going to look, the likeness, at least for the faceplates, it's going to be better. At least I assume. And so that's why I'm going to get it regardless. Obviously the base, I'm not going to use, but the figure, I can guarantee you, will look way better than the original one in hand. Jay, any thoughts on this? On the big differences of the suits?
Yeah, I just don't understand. Everybody has the right to be as picky as they want. It's their collection, and we all collect for different things. I let a lot of things slide because I'll tell this story again for those who haven't heard it. When I was a little kid, the stuff that was on the television and the things that you got to have in hand looked miles apart. Right. But they were your favorite things because it was the only representation you had of those things. Now that we're older, and the technology is there, and we're all the kids have all grown up to become kidults, and we're all collecting this stuff. There's companies, thank God, like Hot Toys and InArt and all these other companies that are out there making this stuff. We get to enjoy this stuff that's really, really accurate. But if it's not 100% and it's 90%, I'm cool with that. Because I can't remember a time I've got third-party figures mixed in with Sideshow figures, mixed in with Hot Toys figures, mixed in with InArt figures, and down over here I got some Marvel stuff or some Hasbro stuff and NECA and all kinds of stuff. It's all cool. I don't ever look back and go, that looks third party compared to the rest of it. I got to get it out of here. Or if that suit was just 1% different in this direction, I'd be happier. So I got to get rid of it. My mind just doesn't work that way. So while I do understand there are prototypes that come into, like, I wasn't 100% thrilled with that new Catwoman we got. I thought it was kind of a cheap figure, to be honest with you. And I never owned it at first, but I saw enough videos on it to realize what I have in hand with this reissue.
The Dark Knight
The
trilogy,
Anne Hathaway one. Not a huge fan. So I'm not above saying when something isn't quite up to par, but the nitpicking that I've heard the past couple of days, like normally you can kind of gauge the community. You wake up, you see a picture and you go, oh, this obvious thing is going to be something people talk about. But with this, I looked at it from day one a year ago when we went to order it, and I go, this looks like 89 Batman, everything checks off, I'm going to get it. And here it is now, and all of a sudden everybody's like, oh, this thing sucks. And I'm like, what? Like, based on what? So then when you start looking into it, I'm like, I don't understand people. I guess I don't understand people. What is there not to like? A little bit more texture, a little bit more gloss.
right? Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far to say something sucks, but I think there's a preference, right? Either you like this Batman or that other Batman, and
yeah, there were people canceling their orders though. That's when I was like, what?
Yeah. But again, like I said, that when people start canceling orders over, somebody else telling them to do so, that is very sad. And at the end of the day, all that this shows is if you order something that you easily canceled because somebody else told you or influenced you, not told you, because if anybody saw what the texture looked like on the new figure, right? And it's up to the person at the end of the day. But what happens is the YouTubers will influence people into canceling. Again, I explained that earlier. And that's when it's a problem, because it's like, all right, so you never really cared about the figure anyway, so why did you bother ordering it to begin with?
But that's it. It's not that they're influencing it's not that they're like purposely trying to get people to cancel. It's just it's a pack mentality. And I didn't really think this was a thing in the collecting community. I just figured people just bought what they enjoyed. But the longer I've been in this and the longer I've seen these trends, there is a certain demographic of people, none of us here, which is why I like our show, is because you kind of are in the game if you're here. There's not many people that are here that aren't really serious about this stuff.
Except Mike. Mike, stop, boy. Go ahead.
You're right, Mike the Godfather. He's been around forever. So, but what was I saying about that? Oh, there are a certain number of people. There are a certain number of people that are kind of like trying to stay in a certain zone. They're like, oh, if people think this is good, that's where I should be, and they don't really have an identity of their own. They're not really collecting what they find to be the greatest.
Correct.
They're getting swayed too much by other people's opinions.
Correct.
What do you think I should get? Should I get this or should I get that? I can't believe you would even ask me that question. What do you think? What does it matter what I think? Why are you asking me what I think?
I hate those posts. I
Me
hate
too.
those posts when I see those retards put that out there like that. What do you
Because
think?
I just don't understand that.
This one. What?
Yeah, why are you asking me? That is not a me decision. That's a you decision.
Because people like being told, and people like, so for example, let's just
sadly,
let's just say that you have, it's not a hypothetical either. You have people who look up to the YouTubers, like for real, okay? And they're just sitting there waiting to be told what to do by the YouTubers. 100%.
If they only knew.
Correct. So the thing is that a lot of the YouTubers aren't even involved in the collecting. They're involved in the YouTube, and they're involved in what's going on with the hot toys to be able to have content to give you. But when it comes to actually buying and being in it, absolutely not. And that's when I've noticed that, a lot of the bigger streams have a lot of beginners in them, which I'm like, makes a lot of sense. A lot of things.
You're seeing a certain format be repeated again, which is always the death knell for anything that gets to be fun. You see it in music. A certain style of music will become popular, and then there's 1,000 bands or artists just like them that come flooding in, and then it dies off. That's why I was saying the other night, enjoy all this BS, enjoy the arguing between the streamers and the fun that we have and all the bad that we have, because this stuff ain't gonna last long. We ain't gonna be here for 20 years talking about these figures. We'll still be collecting, but I don't think we'll all be talking and doing streams. This day is going to come to an end too, because I see every day more and more and more and more streams, and they all sound exactly alike. Yep. Exactly alike.
That's very true, because once we get that cyber attack, goodbye, everybody. So, Michael, Last but not least, so tell us. So, is this something that we've persuaded you to pre-order, not pre-order, to get now, or do you think you're still going to be Batman Returns fan forever and ever?
Yeah, I'm a Returns guy, so I will. That's my Batman in my collection is Returns. I like that look better than this one, so God bless the people who like this look.
We got Rudy in the house. Welcome.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up?
What are you doing tonight?
Rudy!
What are you doing, Rudy? I asked Rudy. I said, Rudy. I said, are you coming on tonight?
Konnichiwa, bitch.
Rudy, I ordered a third-party figure today, and Fabs called me Rudy. I said, "What do you think of this?" And he goes, "Okay, Rudy."
Oh my God, the logo is way more accurate on the new one. Fab just got my tattoo of your likeness with my favorite YouTuber below.
Right above your ass, right? Right.
Imagine. I thought right above he said this doesn't count. Oh. Oh man.
Crossed out.
Oh man. Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly. Well, one thing about my favorite YouTuber, he doesn't have inner representatives. This LB lies. Oh my God. See where you guys come to where you get truth and facts and you don't get sold BS and lies.
Caleb, one day you'll wake up and realize it's all lies. It's all lies. And that's why you got to go back and collect things like this, because the game is up. And when you see the world for what it is, it's like, I need some fantasy in my life.
And some fantasy in my life. Now something, and like I said, we were going to get back to this. We were talking about it earlier. And, Mike was getting really, really deep into it, but I didn't want him to because we're getting into it right now. So we're talking about earlier cancellations and people canceling because of the amount of pre-orders that they have and all that stuff. So I wanted to get into pricing, right? So look at just this past week, how many pre-orders we got, right? Not only how many pre-orders in total, but how many artisan pre-orders we got, right? So here we got a 4,000 limited edition Joker that Mike and I were talking about yesterday, I believe, about how it was doing, when it came to selling. Mike, we're going to get into that as well, because as you can see, it's sold out. Mike was, not I don't think he was worried about it.
That says join waitlist.
That's what I'm saying, but it's gone. Like you can't pre-order is my point. Which is what you were trying to, talk about when we were having this conversation.
That's not sold out yet.
Unbelievable. Denial is real, guys. So I guess Mike was thinking that the 4,000. So Mike, you explain it. Go ahead. You explain what you were trying to get at when we were talking about the 4,000 stuff.
With this one, because there was if I remember, there's 4,000 artisan, and then there was no limit on the collector on this one, right?
Correct.
And I did not think there was, with all the pre-orders that we've had throughout the week, I said this is not selling out, that this is not that popular of a character, and 4,000 to me is the
standard.
Yeah, like that's just a lot because look at shipping, tax. And again, mind you, you're not coughing that up right now, but that's $5 and $5.25. This comes out to be
$5.21. Yep.
$5.21.
Yep.
Stupid. So now I will call you stupid. I'm sorry. This is not a figure that's worth that amount of money. It might be a cool figure. It ain't a $525 figure.
Correct.
It's not.
Correct. Now
dilute it all the way.
It's funny. It's funny you bring that up. Pricing. So now look. So 460 comes out, at least for me, it was 521 with tax and shipping, right?
Right.
So 521 at 460. So that's one. Okay. Then we have another 460. So another 521, right? That's $1,000 on two figures right there. 1,000 plus, right? Then you have another 385. So that's another 440.
This came to 420. I think it came to.
Whatever.
423, 420. Yeah.
Let's say 420. So now you got almost $1,500 on three figures out of how many? 9 that came out or something like that in 1 week. So where do you, I want to go with you, Jay, first. Where do you think this is going? Where do you think, because I can tell you this, you're going to start having, which I'm going to say it again, it's already been happening. It's already been happening since Hot Toys started ramping up their production, right? Making a figure after, again, before all these constant artisans, before even we started with artisan, people were already tapping out, okay? They were already tapping out because we're still getting a lot of product back to back, not as much as we have been this past,
This was a big wave. This was a big wave.
Correct. And we still
this tested some people's metal.
We didn't even get to the 85-year anniversary of Marvel. We're still waiting for that. We're still waiting for the other figures that didn't even go up for pre-order yet, which were what, Jay?
What, that didn't come up for pre-order?
Right. There were 3 the week before. What the hell?
They did come up.
Did they already?
Yeah, Lady Pool.
Oh, the Joker. Oh, that's for Lady
Joker.
Lady Pool, Joker, and what was the other one?
I think Grievous. No. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yep.
So this has been happening. People have been tapping out for at least 3 years already. 2 years, 3 years already. Okay. What is this going to do? Where is this going? Where is this headed? This is what I think is happening. You're going to keep having the people who are going to boast about the fact that, oh, I got it. But you're going to have tons of cancellations. And not only that, but you're going to have people getting even more picky about what they're buying, because you could easily have, all right, they just came out with 4 artisan figures, right? So we have, here is one, right? So 445, that was another one. So we have here almost $2,000 on 4 figures in a week. Okay, $2,000.
I know all about it.
So, right. So here we got 445. So that's going to be, about 500. Let's just say, 490. Let's say 490 or 480, whatever. Let's say 480. So again, $1,500, almost $2,000 in on pre-orders alone on 3 figures or 4 figures, whatever it is. What do you think is going to happen when they come out with a Jar Jar Binks and you pre-ordered all this artisan stuff and your shit is Star Wars?
Yeah,
it's going to be a problem. Again, and not for everybody, because there's a lot of grown men in the community that have full-time jobs and they can afford whatever they want. But there's also a lot of people in the community who don't have that type of money, who like to feel like they have that type of money, who like to be involved in conversations like they have that type of money, who like to pretend that they have that type of money.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen is you're going to see a lot of people getting exposed. You're going to see a lot of people selling their stuff. Okay.
Right, and they're coughing up what, $140? You're not coughing up the $2,000. You're coughing up the deposits.
Correct. Well, deposit. Think about it. If you placed a pre-order for all of the items that happened this past week, how much money you think I spent? You spent on pre-order?
40 a figure. So
at least, exactly, at least.
That's what altered my like Nefty said earlier about having a spreadsheet. He's like, you got to keep track of this stuff, because when I initially got in the game, I didn't. I just, the pre-orders was what I saw. And then the next year, when they are all started rolling in and Sideshow had one of their delays and 3, 4, 5 figures show up 1 month, it's like you learn real quick. Oh,
yep.
I got to have some foresight in this game.
Yep.
So,
and that's another problem. All these figures are announced at the same time, and they're supposed to come out around some around the same time. Remember that this happened this year as well. It's been happening every year. We get delays and then we get bombarded. Then we get delays, then we get bombarded.
It's a war of attrition, this collecting thing. You have to stay the course. You're going to take some shots, but you got to be able to balance the ship later. It's
correct.
This is the thing. There are levels to this. That's why we say things like, people say real collector. It's become a joke term because it does have a funny connotation to it about gatekeeping. But it's just another way of saying, like, look, if you want to be in this thing full time and talk about it and watch all the new things and get in the queues and do all that, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a bit of flesh. Because even outside of these things, just the lighting, the displays, purchasing a couple figures on FOMO, it all adds up and it'll take you out. So what I was saying before is, yes, like Mike said, the economy's hurting, but there's ways to do everything. maybe you can be involved in this game, but you can only afford one a year. You're still involved. Don't be ashamed.
Right.
You're doing whatever you can do to pursue your happiness.
Correct.
It might not be as much as you'd like. There's a lot of things I would like. I'll never use the word privilege because I worked for everything I've ever gotten. So it's like I work hard for what I get, but I have an abundance. I'm in a good position. But I even have to pass up on some things because it's just too much.
Right.
So in order to avoid things that they call tapping out, excuses or whatever, it's just about being smart regardless of your budget. If you're in for a little or you're in for a lot, you got to be careful. And if you're not and you get bit, maybe this ain't the place. Maybe you need to, collect something else. You know what I mean? And that's the brutal honesty of it without taking any bias. That's just the reality of it.
Right.
It really is a thing. You have to pay attention.
Like I said, you're going to see a lot of people selling their collections. You're going to start seeing people, selling their good stuff too. Not just, let me just try to get rid of the old stuff or things that aren't selling to make a buck. Absolutely not. You're going to start seeing good deals, not good deals, good figures going up to be sold because people are going to start, and this is where, to me, it gets funny because it's like, now, all right, so what are you doing in the community now? So now you're selling. So what type of collecting are you doing now? You know what I mean? You're selling your collection.
They're struggling
to fund, right? But my point is, forget the money because I don't care about people's money. My point is collecting wise, right? So now I'm going to give you an example of myself. I buy figures because I like the figures. I love Hot Toys. So that's why I buy Hot Toys. I pre-ordered, the only things I didn't pre-order from this wave were Grievous because it's an MMS. It'll be available. Mark 42. It's an MMS. It'll be available. What else didn't I order? Whatever.
See, I got them, but I got them, but I looked for deals on them because they're going to take longer to come out.
Right.
You can get them cheaper somewhere else. They're going to be in stock longer. See, these are the things you got to know if you're going to be in the game.
So that's exactly why I didn't pre-order. Because again, I could always, wait for Mike. If he's going to place an order for his, I could say, where you ordering from, ordering from there. But that's why I didn't pre-order those to begin with. I got the important stuff, all the artisan stuff first, before I needed to put all that extra money on pre-orders that are going to be there available anyway. So that's my new style, right? Get the important stuff first, right? The artisan stuff, if it's available, or the limited stuff, if it's available first, and then, go back for whatever else I need to. So I think that's going to be happening a lot. You're going to have a lot of people becoming more selective. People not getting as many, even if somebody was getting, most of the stuff that was coming out. I'm going to tell you right now, you guys know I'm already backed up a lot, and it's only going to get worse. But when it comes to like the important pieces, the very limited pieces, those I will always get, immediately. I'm still yet to catch up. I still need, what's her name? Valkyrie. I need the Mighty Thor. I need Catwoman. I need Fox. And I think that's about it from the main ones that I need.
KG said they're shipping my Thor this week.
Oh, nice. Finally. It's only been what? It's only been what, 16 years, I believe?
Yeah.
So, so that's if it's happening to me, you better believe it's happening. And I'm not saying that everybody collects like me or anybody collects like me. I know a lot of people don't get everything. For the longest time, I was getting everything times 2 or 3. Now it's like, the amount per figure, the amount of figures.
You're not boasting. It's just the truth. You buy a lot. You're not boasting.
No.
You just do buy a lot. That's the reality.
I buy whatever I love to buy. And
anybody else can do that too. If you want to throw all your money at this stupid hobby, go right ahead.
Yo,
you can be as stupid as we are.
It's funny you even say that, because when this whole wave was happening and we knew that it was coming, I thought the same thing. I'm like, man, do you know how stupid this is, wasting all of this money?
Look at the name, Collection Obsession. That is 100% correct.
Yeah,
I get a weird feeling when I pre-order these things and I look at the pictures for months waiting for them to come in, and then they come in and I get to put the thing in, find that perfect thing, and then put it on the shelf. I get a feeling out of that I can't describe.
Right.
It's awesome. So I make room for that in my life. I sacrifice having
Right.
other
Right.
things. My buddy's trying to buy a boat right now. I could go buy a boat. You know how much
Right.
money I spent on hot toys? I could buy
Right.
3 boats.
Exactly.
But I don't have a boat. You know why? Because I'd rather not smell like fish and get a sunburn when I could sit in my house every night of the week, including the winter. And in upstate New York, you only get a couple days of summer a year anyway. And I get to enjoy this all year round. That's where I put my money. You know what I mean?
It's true. Collection says there's so much stuff coming out, right? Causing people's plates to become so full, so that they're looking for any reason to cancel. And it's
But this is what
understandable.
this is what we were saying. Instead of canceling, be smart about it. Get the stuff up front you can afford. Put the other stuff on payment plans.
Right.
The stuff that you know is going to stick around, don't order it for a while. Mike doesn't pre-order anymore. He seems to get everything he wants.
Correct.
It's not going to disappear.
Correct.
You're going to be able to find what you want to find in the future at a price that you're willing to pay. You just got to be patient.
Have either of you guys eaten a deposit?
No.
You, Fabs?
In the past, not recently. As a whole, ever collecting? Absolutely.
Ever. Yeah, like ever once.
On Sideshow, absolutely, yes.
Okay.
And that was in the very beginning.
more than 5 times?
No, I was going to explain. That was in the very beginning because I didn't, I don't remember when it was, but I canceled assuming that I was still going to get my money back. And then that's when I learned when you cancel, you don't get your money back. When you don't cancel, they give you your money back.
If it's delayed, though, see, that's what I started doing.
If it's delayed.
The figures were coming in so late to Sideshow that, like that Catwoman, for instance, she came up on Toys for Kidults cheaper than what I was paying on Sideshow. And because Sideshow was so delayed, I got my NRD back and everything else back. So I just moved my money over and got it off Toys for Kidults. And it still came in before Sideshow got theirs.
You know what? You bring that up. Technically, everyone can get their money back on the Black Widow because we got that mistake delay order.
I was thinking about that when that came up. That's so funny that you brought that up.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
They messed up the release dates on the Black Widow, so everyone got the delay email on the Black Widow.
Oh, but I thought that
everyone's deposit on that one is safe.
No, but I thought that
no one's gonna cancel that.
No, right, but I thought that they were sending out emails that it was coming early, and then they started saying that it was coming late, wasn't it?
Deadpool's coming early.
Oh, Deadpool's coming early because I did get the delayed Black Widow email after I ordered it. But I thought I don't know why I thought it was something.
We got both those emails in the same day. Deadpool early and the other one late. Artisan chick late. Black Widow. Sorry, I keep wanting to call it Scarlet Witch for some reason.
You got me, Fab. What do you want to buy from all my queue blocking time? This guy. Oh my God! How do you know I don't have that kind of money? No, that's what I'm saying. At least for me, I don't talk about it because of the money. I talk about it in the sense of same thing that Jay said. Just you guys got to start being smart. And I don't mean you personally. I mean in general. So you don't waste too much money. You don't have too much money out there on pre-orders and deposits.
We've seen it though. We've seen the people say, you know what, I gotta sell my hot toys to pay for my hot water heater. You know what I mean? And look at it.
Right.
Fabs doesn't like to talk about that. That drives me up a wall. I can't stand that. If you're collecting that close, basically, like if you don't have $1,000 saved up for your hot water heater and you're buying hot toys, okay, Fabs I know won't say this, but you're an idiot. Like you should not be buying hot toys if you don't have your stuff in order. You know what I mean? That's me. You know what I mean? And like I said, we're seeing this economy go down. And who did we just see? Who did we just see who publicly came out and
Trump.
basically got burned? Not Trump.
Who?
What's his name? We were talking about him the other day. What's his name? Oh my God.
Who got burned?
Not the comic book show says
Robert Downey Jr.
No, the YouTuber who had to sell his house.
Gem Mint collectible.
Gem Mint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a guy who's been riding everything. Everything's been going his way. He's been riding this up wave in collecting, and he rode the COVID wave for sure. Jumped on with Sideshow, was in Sideshow's Sideshow Con. He was flying his ass up to California to do that, and got his whatnot thing and riding high, spending all this money, buying super collections, doing a super basement, all the crazy stuff on a YouTube whatnot deal, and now that dried up, and he is, he didn't save for that rainy day, and now where is he at? He's selling that damn house.
He's bailing water.
That's how hardcore that is.
Hardcore. Let me tell you, I feel bad for him. He worked at the electric company, answering phones, or was a manager, or making probably 50, 60 grand a year. Started doing YouTube and rode that wave up. And look, I remember I was right there watching him from day one.
Yeah. Wow.
When he was in the comic books.
That's easy to fall into that too. People are people, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta just know your level. You can collect. You don't have to tap out or sell anything if you do things properly. That's what I'm saying. Is you can collect at any level.
No,
you
but
don't ever need to sell your stuff.
It's easier to say that, because think about it. If you like Hot Toys just very, very little, the amount of product that they're pumping out, there's absolutely no way that you're not going to see a product be like, damn, that looks awesome, I want that. And
yeah, but that's life. We're not a bunch of babies. We got to stop with this liberal attitude where we're all babies that need to have our every need fulfilled all the time.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
you get one figure a year. If you don't make a lot of money, that's life. Well, make more money. What do you want from me? Be happy with that thing. I'm
talking about as a fan, right? So for example, Deadpool just came out. Biggest movie in the world right now. You went to go see the movie. You love the movie. Man, I love Hot Toys. I'm a Hot Toys collector. I have 100 Hot Toys figures. I really want that figure right now. Boom. Lady Deadpool comes out. Oh my God, I really want that figure right now. Doesn't mean I'm going to get them all, but you're going to like the figures. That's when it becomes a problem. There's so much that they put out that it's impossible not to like more than one.
Sure, you like it, but you have to have. There's barriers on life, like there's supposed to be in your.
Correct. That's when it comes to personal responsibility and all that stuff. That's correct, but that's a different conversation. I'm talking about
moderation.
The enticement of being a Hot Toys collector, seeing all these things and being like, oh man, I got to be responsible. I can't buy none of this, but they look amazing. That's painful, and that's why people rather fake it till they make it.
Right. That's why I said I understand people getting caught up in that and like living too close to the edge. I did it for a couple of years too. Like, I got in too quick and I made too much debt, and I was like, oh shit. But my whole point is, you can do that. Doesn't mean it's wise. Doesn't mean the world needs to change to suit you. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And look, at 4 years ago, this stupid thing was $260, $280.
Correct.
Like, these prices, guys, are so stupid. They really are. And I did not feel good. As much as I love that Black Widow figure, I was pissed spending that money. I with tax, because I don't buy from Sideshow. I do not buy from Sideshow because I don't want to pay tax, and I don't want to pay that inflated shipping rate that they charge you.
Right.
Because they do. I feel like they could definitely pass along their corporate shipping savings to us, but they don't. And that's a bullshit move on their part.
And the fucking coupons they give you, all it takes off is the tax. They never really actually do you a favor and lose any money.
Yeah. And they just took away all my points. I had like probably $200 in points. I just found out that I lost them all.
Oh, they expired?
Yeah, they took them all away. They expired. I lost
that. I don't like. That I don't like. All of a sudden, they're expiring points. I hate that.
Yeah, that's bullshit too.
Yep. You should call them and complain.
Did you notice too the some odd things about this stuff? The I keep wanting to say Scarlet Witch because her name's Scarlett Johansson. The Black Widow, the collector's edition that doesn't come with that Iron Man gauntlet was actually the smaller of the product batches. It was the 2000 release.
Right. So that was another thing that I was confused about, and I'm glad you brought it up. It's usually, at least I would assume that usually they would give you the limited one to be less than the collector's edition. But what happened? Go ahead.
They gave you the collector's was the main release, but that was limited to 2000. The one with the gauntlet was like 4000.
Right.
So it's like, well, which one is really going to be the more coveted one? You see, it goes contradictory to what they would typically do.
Was it 4 and 2? So it was 6 with this one?
Yeah.
Right. Remember we talked about that?
I also was going to say, like, again, these release limited numbers are most certainly, I think, finally giving us a gauge of the market. because again, with 6,000 figures selling out in 24 hours, that was telling. I don't know. Right, guys? I mean, that's pretty telling. That tells us where I think,
Well, it's also because they're attached to a time limit.
Correct.
They might sell that same amount over the course of a year on a mainstream release.
But this was a good
everybody
release.
has time.
This was the best release of everything. This was the hot one. I felt like this was, I don't know, me. I felt like this was the one to get. Everyone kind of needed this because that first one was so bad. This would be the best Black Widow we would have in our collection.
For you to say that the first one was so bad,
It's
how
so
long
bad.
ago? Yeah, but how long ago? You can't say that. It was.
How can I say that? Of course I can say
how many years? Yeah, but how many years ago? So back then, everything was bad then.
And it's bad now. It's 10 years ago. It's bad.
No, correct. But I'm saying back then, that was the best thing in the world.
Yeah, but it's 2024 and it's shit now. What do you want to hop in that DeLorean or something? What do you want?
No. But I'm saying because you make it sound like it's bad, but it's bad compared to what was
Hot Toys. Like, right? It's not like it's a gold coin and it's going to be that same gold coin in 14 years. It's not. It's now an outdated figure. Now look at some figures don't do that. Blade doesn't do that. RoboCop doesn't do that. But unfortunately, Black Widow, she is garbage now.
Well, remember also that there was no likeness to that head sculpt whatsoever. That was like a straight Barbie doll.
I never got that one. I passed on that one.
You don't have Black Widow?
I passed on that first Black Widow.
Oh my god!
I think the very first Black Widow I got was the one with the short bob from.
So you don't even collect, really, if you think about it.
Well, I have that Xavier in a wheelchair, and I have Jarrell, and I have. You have those? I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, because they call me the Hot Toys veteran, not the third-party peasant. So that's why I don't have those.
I mean, I have some very important figures. And I do have Black Widow. I have the best one now.
I'm glad that you have third-party figures that nobody knows about, but you don't have the original Black Widow that you're not going to be able to compare next to each other side by side because
you have Superman's dad. I don't know. He's pretty important. Pretty important guy.
Yeah, Superman's dad.
Pretty important guy because without Superman's dad, there's no Superman.
He said, "Do you have Superman's dad?"
The other thing I wanted to point out really quick, and I don't know if it's on Black Widow here. Go to details on Black Widow. Go down, right there, and
no.
I'm sorry. Go up into the description. It's my bad. Up.
The other up.
Down. It's in the body here where the number is. Okay, right there. So it says limited quality 2,000 units worldwide, right? And if you go to the Joker, it doesn't say that. It says something else. And I wanted to see what do you guys think the difference is? What does it mean?
It says limited with limited quantity of 3,000 available.
And that doesn't say worldwide?
In selected markets.
Okay, so there's the big difference. Some of these figures are saying limited this worldwide, limited this selected markets. Why is there a difference? Or did you guys not even realize there wasn't?
Some people get exclusive licensing deals.
Well, I could tell you this. Okay, so
I think it's the Joker and I think that was it. Spider-Man was worldwide. Scarlett Johansson was worldwide.
Well, they also tell you too. They'll tell you how many. Sometimes they'll advertise what Sideshow actually is getting, what their allotment is.
3,500.
And sometimes they'll advertise the world release. See what I'm saying?
Worldwide tells me like Hot Toys, like everywhere, like Australia, like when it says worldwide, when I'm expecting then that this is the total.
Correct. That's what it should mean. Correct.
But that's why I'm saying that 6,000 figure with Black Widow is worldwide. That's not how many we had the option of getting through Sideshow.
Well, that's why I'm saying selected markets. When I'm seeing selected markets now, that's not worldwide, and that could just be the American market. So
Hong Kong and North America.
Yeah, it could be
they're being very elusive there with that change.
because some people don't get the options. Like Korea gets cut out of some of these. Australia gets cut out of some of these. You cannot order them on Sideshow. It says in your domain, you're not allowed to purchase from us. Literally.
See, Ash is recognizing it. You don't collect, Michael. See, yeah, he
Well, I
sees.
did just call him an ass face.
This guy, unbelievable. So that was another reason why I was talking about this before, just to finish the point. Why I haven't gotten my Lady Thor, my Valkyrie, because those figures are gonna be available, and I can most likely get those down the line for cheaper than retail.
You know what's funny? It happened into today with that whole thing, because like I said, I had to get the artisan figures I wanted through Sideshow because they're the ones that have the artisan, and then I said, well, I'll go over to 1/6 Kit. Usually you can get like 20 or 30 bucks cheaper through him because his price is all inclusive, and then you can see what Sideshow has, tack on another 50, and he's usually about 20 to 30 bucks cheaper. The only thing he wasn't was Grievous. He was more expensive than Sideshow's offering for Grievous. Why do you think that is? The weight of the boxes, the shipping?
Absolutely, it's a die
because he's a bigger figure and he's got die cast.
Huge, absolutely, it's gonna be a huge box, guaranteed. And the figure is die cast. You're gonna have some weight on.
It was like 350 total with Sideshow or something like that. Let's just say that's the number.
Right.
And Kit final was like 352. He was like a couple dollars more, and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a big box and a big figure. And guys, another topic that I want to get into, that it's, it kind of broke the internet a little bit when it first happened. It's been a few days now, but
yeah, look at that. Oh.
We got Dr. Doom.
God, that looks good.
Being played by Robert Downey Jr. So I've been watching some videos and just to see what people have been saying and talking about regarding this. And I'm telling you, even though it seems like the majority are very happy, very excited about this, there are many also who are very bummed out and are very against him doing this. And I'm going to tell you guys why. So some of the negative takes on him being Dr. Doom, they're blaming Marvel, they're blaming Disney for this. They're saying that they can't figure out ways to attract people to the movies for whatever reason. So therefore, they need to bring people like Robert Downey Jr. And the problem with that is that it's going to kill. Again, this is not what I'm saying. This is what I watched. That apparently what's going to happen is it's going to kill his legacy as Iron Man, because that's when he should have just stopped and he should have just left it alone, leaving it that way. But they're saying they think that this is going to taint his legacy. So Jay, go ahead.
No way. Do you really think that Marvel Cinematic Studios, whatever the hell they call it themselves, is going to allow that to happen? He's it. He's Marvel Jesus. They're not going to. No, listen. These are smart. The heads of the companies are not always that brilliant, but we have a track record with the people that they're putting in charge of these films, and we know that that's paid off to our advantage so far. They're going with the same type of people that they're putting together a story where they're going to make it interesting to show some sort of, they're going to use the multiverse to show another side, like choices in life. Like if the person took a left here, he might have turned out to be this, but he took a right, so he ended up being that. There's going to be some sort of tie-in like that doesn't touch Iron Man. In fact, it might actually, I don't know how much better you could make his character after his sacrifice at the end of Endgame, but if they can elevate him at all, this will do that. It won't take away. It'll help elevate him, because it'll show how much of a sacrifice he made and how wrong it could have went if he went in this direction, and how perception changes the look of things, much like you guys. You guys both look at the same thing and see two different things. This is what we're doing with this. Tony Stark saw a way to save the universe by protecting it, and that gave us civil war. Doom could see a way of protecting whatever his interest is. It's a similarity, you know what I'm saying? But it's just slightly different. So I don't think this is a bad move. I think it's shocking. but I think with the people in charge of this, it's gonna play out well, and we need to have a little faith in what's going on.
All right. Rudy says, "No way. Did Hugh Jackman coming back mess up the ending of Logan?" That's a good point.
Right. You can separate these things with this timeline BS, which is kind of, in a way it sucks, but in a way it's given us a lot of things. Like, how do you explain the Fantastic Four and the X-Men not being around for all this stuff that happened with Thanos? You have to explain it by time they weren't there.
Right.
How else are you realistically going to explain them being around, but they were just too busy with something else? Like, it doesn't work. They kind of have to go this route, you know?
Michael, what do you think about this? The casting of RDJ for the role.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I mean? I think I'm mixed. You know what I mean? And you look at, we're not going to know until we see how it's used. You know what I mean? But it's screaming to me like they're doing all these comics right now, like the Ultimates, it's called, right? And they're doing these like variation backgrounds where it's like Mr. Fantastic is Dr. Doom, or they're doing these switched origins basically. So. And with the multiverse essentially, or in a different universe than the main Marvel 616. So I'm assuming that's what they're doing here, right? They're just going to do a multiverse type thing. This is not the main Marvel 616 that Tony Stark is in. This is going to be an alternate universe. And in that alternate universe, there's a Doom. And in that universe, Iron Man became Doom. I'm sure it's going to be maybe something to that degree, but you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and anything multiverse has been working out perfectly fine for everybody. You know what I mean? Because you just automatically know that it's not the original world or the original timeline. So that's why
it's a slippery slope, man, because like everything gets just thrown out the window with multiverses. Like multiverse just makes it so that there's an explanation for everything. You know what I mean? Oh, he's like that because he's from another universe. You know,
this right here. This is what I'm saying. Who wrote the Marvels? Who wrote or who was in charge of the Marvels and Captain Jesus, She-Hulk and all these shows that sucked. These young woke writers who don't understand writing. It's all about trying to sell you on their opinions on life, and shut the hell up and get somebody in who knows how to write a simple. Look at the script for Deadpool and Wolverine.
You know what I don't like? I don't like the people crying about Brent Majors or what was his name? The guy who was Kang.
Yeah, I don't. What
they're basically crying that Robert Downey Jr. is replacing him because he was supposed to be the big baddie, and because he was an idiot and did what he did.
Yeah.
Why get upset at that? Like he made his decisions. He was a big boy. He didn't do what he was supposed to do.
That's it. And they had lots of money and time invested in going in a direction. They had Kang Dynasty. They premiered at the things. If they thought they could have made money working with this guy, they still would. But Hollywood is all about the image. So if he's got a little paint on him, they got to shelve him for a while. He'll come back in some low budget stuff and slowly come back in, because they don't care if you're beating people or sticking your wiener in the wrong people. They don't care. They don't care.
It's all about the now, right? If 10 years from now, we'll forget about it. But if you just did it 2 minutes ago, you can't ignore it.
Woody Allen, Roman Polanski, they love these people. What are you talking about? They don't. This guy, he'll be fine. But right now, he's got to go. So we need Doom. We need ratings. We need people to eyeballs on our shows. What can we do? We can change. We can use the multiverse to bring back Robert Downey Jr. Fans love him. He can do something historic and play both sides of the best villain and the best hero. It works on a lot of levels. I see why they're doing it. I think people that are getting butthurt are a little short-sighted right now. And I think in the end, this will be one of those things that we revisit years from now, 10 years from now, after all these movies have come out. And we'll say, remember, we couldn't believe that people were upset about this casting. Remember when Batman came out, everybody was like, Michael Keaton. Now we're all arguing about whether his suit is perfect enough. Like, patterns, man. If you don't see the patterns, open up your eyes, people.
Jay, don't copy me. Moda says it'd also be a trick. He could do a Doom bot with a Stark face to throw everyone off. Oh, I wouldn't know about that. Is that a possibility? Do any of you guys know if that's they could do something like that? Michael?
No. What do you mean? Yeah, no. I mean, I know what he's saying, but I don't think that's what they're doing.
I don't think they would have went all out with him at the con to show him as Doom and then just use his face. You know what I mean?
I thought at first maybe he would be the cameo, like we'd be like, oh my God, that's Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom. And it's like, oh no, just that universe. But they're going to skip over that universe and get to the real universe in a couple minutes in the film. You know what I mean? But then Marvel gave him a boatload of money for a couple films. And it was like, oh, he's not going anywhere. He's getting paid.
I mean, it does make sense though. Like again, if Iron Man was going to go bad, who would he be, right? What bad guy would Iron Man become?
A smart one, a smart guy, a smart villain.
Exactly. That's
right.
Dr. Doom, right? That's
the best villains. Thanos, Doom, Magneto. They're like, you can associate with some of their goals. It's just their motives that make them the bad guy.
Right. I mean, it's usually Reed Richards who we switch out with Dr. Doom, but look I think Iron Man works just as good, to be honest.
And I'm calling it right now, just so you guys understand. We're gonna get variants of Dr. Doom with Tony Stark's head. We're gonna get Iron Man with like we got the
what a call.
Obvious.
What a call,
I know, Captain Obvious here.
No. You
put on your hat.
Neither of you said it, peasant.
Thank God you're here.
Let me finish.
We didn't say it because it doesn't need to be said.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying it ahead of time. That's what I'm saying it ahead of time because you peasants didn't. And then like they did that Doctor Strange, the Iron Strange. We're gonna get stuff like that. You heard it here first, peasants. So guys,
but look at that picture. Look at that picture of him as Doom. Now that's just some comic interpretation. But imagine if we got that exact figure, would you not shit?
AI nonsense.
Oh
no, but look, that's an Iron Man body with some robes on it and Robert Downey Jr.'s head. That's beautiful. They can make that.
You know, we could use the green Mark 85 hologram version figure, that greenish looking one. Put a cape on it like this with a hoodie on with a Tony Stark head sculpt. Badass. I just don't have.
I'm saying this guy's gonna sell like forget.
Absolutely. And
they're making 10,000 of him.
I'm calling it right now. Two peasants diecast. What'd you say, Mike?
We're gonna make a metal Doom diecast. Man, holy Fabs! You guys! Oh, you get this information here
for free.
Guys, but do you see that
only here? You guys, I mean, really, the scoops that are coming out of this guy's effing mouth are blowing my mind.
Guys, but do you pay attention that he never calls anything? It's always me, but he just makes fun of my call.
My mind.
You know
it's going to be diecast, guys.
Mike, you know what's even funnier is some of these other people that stream, I'm noticing they're starting to do it too. So like it's bleeding out. Fabs is starting to infect the other guys.
They're copying what? My future
they are calling obvious predictions and then taking all the credit for being the first one to say it. And I'm like, oh my God, they sound as ridiculous as Fabs does.
I'm the very first one every time, so I'm not ridiculous. They're copying me.
No, you're not ridiculous. Stop. He gotta make sure he keeps doing it. You're not ridiculous.
Of course I'm not.
Spot on.
Of course I'm not. Because
you're spot on with these predictions, and
always spot on. Okay, Mark,
you heard that here first.
Oh, look, there we go. Mark 2 with green cape. Ash says, what was in the Dark Knight? What was it? What was it in Dark Knight? You die. Oh, yes, that is true. That line. Everybody's been using that line because it's true. You die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
That's music. You love them on the way up, but then after you hear them enough on the radio, you're like, I hate this band.
I hate this band.
And then 10 years later, they come back and you love them again. We do that with everything.
All right, Michael, any other points you'd like to make regarding anything that went on with the pre-orders, the artisan? Actually, how many figures of the wave did you get? Did you get them all or not really?
How many what?
Figures from the wave did you get from this past week?
This week?
Yeah, so the Joker. That's it?
That's it.
So you didn't get the Iron Spider?
The repeat Iron Spider? No.
Well, the 2.0.
The repeat Iron Spider?
The repeat? So now question. All right. So
no, 2.0. You're right. You heard it first.
No. Let's prove Mike's point. Let's prove to him that he's correct by saying what he says. Okay.
Felix and Oscar.
So he says it's the same thing. Okay. So obviously, like I tell you guys all the time, it's not. So, Mike, how do you explain the fact that this has light up function and the original one doesn't? So, how do you explain that? If it's the same,
Yeah, you don't need that silly light up function. You don't need it. It's gay. It's dumb. No, thank you.
All right, guys, you heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
It's gay.
It's so dumb. It is so unnecessary. It's the same figure. It's from the same movie. It's a slightly bigger body according to Fabs, and it's some kind of revolutionized release. No, it's unneeded. It's not needed. And what, bigger claws, I think, right? On this one, the claws are bigger where the other ones are smaller. So guess what?
Right.
The one fit in your DTOF last time. This one won't.
Right.
Perfect.
Right.
Come
That
on.
is true. No, that is true. Sean says, I'm calling right now. Hot Tools will make another clone and another Iron Man. That's right. You heard it here first.
Wrong.
But really, all the other ones were technically releases. A Joker on a goofy Iron Man body. You had another Joker from a movie that I didn't really love, but we got him already from a third party. And there's multiple, sculpts that were made of that Joker head that you could have gotten for $100 or less. And that's it, right? So, I mean, really, like the revolutionary figure of everything released was that Black Widow. Like, there's that Black Widow from that first movie. That there's not even a custom that I can recall made of that figure. You know what I mean? So, like, that to me was the shining star of the show and was a must. Like, I was aware of what, like, look at, I don't wait for pre-orders or queues, but I was there, right?
Yep.
Fabs sent me the message, but I was trying to pay attention as best I could at work. So, yeah, I was in queue.
I'm with you. It was the first Black Widow I actually cared about, and it was, out of all of the things that came out, it was the one I wanted to secure the most. You're right.
And it's the one that I would have paid up in the aftermarket. Like, if I missed it, and what is it going? It was 420 something, 425, right? It came to.
I don't remember. I just went like this.
Which one?
The Black Widow. Or no, wait, was it 4?
Yeah, 420. No, 420 something.
Too much.
Yeah, because she's 380 or 385 or whatever.
Like, I probably would have paid. I would have paid $100 plus to get her, in the aftermarket. So if she was $575, $600, I would have paid that to get her. Like, I was not missing her.
Don't tell Howard that.
Yeah, but I mean, that, again, it's just that one figure. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't do that with any of the other figures. It's just like, if I get my mindset that I need that for the collection, then that's just how I am. Like, I'm going to get it.
Jay, are you expecting any orders? Are you waiting for anything? Are you excited for anything coming soon?
Tons of stuff. I managed to get everything on that list except for Spider-Man that I didn't want, and I didn't go after that Star Wars Commando either. So I got everything else. Happy about that. I've got more cases coming in. I've got more lights coming in. I'm starting to focus again on getting this room in order. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming. Figures are rolling in. Like I said, KG said they're finally going to send my Thor out. That's great. Kenobi just came. Symbiote suits, Spidey's came. So I finally got my full transition thing that I've been dreaming about for a year.
Wait, which one? Hold on.
Symbiote Spider-Man. As you can see, I don't know.
Oh, the video game, VGM.
Yeah, it's not, everybody had the idea, but to make them all.
Wait, did you just say everybody had the idea? But repeat that, please.
Everybody had this idea. Come on, Fabs. We all had this. Everybody thought of, like,
guys. Now he's trying to play me. So this is what he's gonna get.
How dare you?
This nog. Last year, when that friggin' Spider-Man symbiote thing was announced, I said it on stream. I said I'm getting the one for the head. I'm going to show the whole transformation, and then this guy does it, and he goes, "You're copying me." I'm like, I said it a year ago.
Deadpool Wolverine made $205 million. In what? The first weekend?
I think it made more than that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming that was like the first day.
Let's get facts straight really quick. $438.39 for Black Widow. $438. So $440.
Right.
And that figure 6 years ago would have been $220.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. But you gotta understand,
retail.
but no, you can't say that. You
Yes,
can't
you
say that.
can.
No, you
Yes,
can't.
you can.
No, you can't. I'm going to tell you why you can't. You are pricing a figure, a price of a figure that didn't exist back then, meaning there was no artist in anything back then. So you can't gauge, you cannot gauge what that was back then.
Stop. You have bought into this artisan bullshit so bad.
What do you mean? What do you mean bought
You are
into
such
it?
a sucker with it, man. Oh my God.
Guys,
That's the justification to keep the prices at the elevated levels. Like everything has been puffed up because all this money was pumped
correct.
into
No,
our
no.
economy, and everything got inflated because everyone had extra money.
Correct.
And now they want to. No one wants to let go of these prices. So, you know what? Let's call everything extra special, and we'll keep the prices where they are.
Well, I mean, if you compare an artisan figure to any other figure that has hair on it, it's completely different. So there is, a big difference when it comes to the craftsmanship, which is why they call it, artisan craftsman, whatever, or craftsmanship or whatever. Because stunning hair craftsmanship, because of the fact that it's part. It's something.
You're reading the company line, Fabs.
Yes, right here.
Stunning. Please read it again, please. Let me hear it again.
It says stunning hair craftsmanship.
You're reading the goddamn company line.
But
I mean, I understand you wear the hat. But guys, Hot Toys does not pay Fabs nothing.
Mike,
he just loves them.
He trusts nothing else. Nothing else.
But there's nothing to not trust.
But from Howie, it's the word from on high.
But there's nothing not to trust. What are they tricking me on?
But look at
that artisan anything shouldn't cost $500. Period. That's the trick.
No,
It's wordplay, just like exclusive, just like deluxe. It's all bullshit.
I will never justify what we pay for these figures because at $400-$500 a Joker, that is not worth that. So,
but that's how they get you to pay that is by using those words, because that's why earlier. Wait. That's why earlier, like Mike said, they'd be stupid to call that lady pool artisan, because that would be a real slap in the face, because you can tell that it doesn't require $100 extra worth of work. Right. But they can get away with the lie a little bit if they tell you that the Black Widow one did, because she's got the curls and it almost looks like there's some real work involved, but there's not $100 worth of extra work involved in this hair. It's bullshit.
I mean, no. There's always been a natural progression of improvement with figures, and we haven't been paying a ton more to get that. It's just the natural progression of things. You know what I mean? But now they're trying to push you that there's some kind of revolutionary 2.0 artisan change.
What you guys aren't understanding isn't that, I buy them, again, just out of love for the figure, whether it's artisan, whether it's regular, whether it's whatever, I'm just going to buy because I love the figure, period. I'm not tricked into anything, and I'm not sold anything, right? I buy artisan because it's something different. You guys who've been listening to me from day one know that I'm not a person looking for rooted. Remember when when Inart came out with their rooted Joker, what did I tell you guys? I am not buying rooted anything because I don't need that, especially at $1,000 coming from a company that I don't know from a hole in the wall. And I can tell you that $1,000, that double pack at $1,000 was not going to be worth that, because no figure is worth at that $500.
But these word
you bought
games
it for the limited. You didn't buy. You bought it for the Hot Toy, but you're right. You didn't buy it from the artisan, but you love that limited number.
Yeah, and these word games work. That's why these fast food companies call it aioli and artisan bread. It's the same crappy bread. It's not artisan bread.
Absolutely, but I'm telling you guys, me personally, I don't fall for that. I'm not like, I'm buying it because it's artisan. No. It's just different, right?
It's a way for them to justify their prices, though, because let me tell you, they could give you the hair and raise the price of the DX $50, and that would seem a little more reasonable. That would be well in line with inflation. It's still a DX product, but they could sell it to us for $200 more if they call it artisan.
So the thing is, what I was saying, my point is, I don't fall for the wording. I don't fall for the marketing of it, right? Remember, and this is one thing we're forgetting. We keep forgetting that this was not Hot Toys' idea. This didn't come from Hot Toys. Okay. Hot Toys had never done this. This is why it's exciting to me as a Hot Toys collector, right? That's why I jump on it immediately, because obviously I know what to expect from Hot Toys. I told you guys from day one, the moment Hot Toys gets into rooting figures, there goes in art, and here we are. They introduce the rooting to the 1/6 scale, not introduce in general, because that's been going on for ages. What I mean is they introduce it as a company doing this as a premium product. And what did Hot Toys do? Let me take that from you. Thank you. So this is where we are. So I buy Artisan, not for the trick, not for the wording, not for the marketing, not because of anything else, but the fact that it's a hot toy and and the company as a whole is doing something completely different that they never had before. So that's why I buy. I don't fall for the, oh, look, they're selling me on, the word. Never, because I've always bought Hot Toys, period. They didn't need to sell me into anything. I just bought them because that's just who I am.
Loki stickers?
$400 Loki stickers.
Yeah. But that's a limited. But there's it's a limited figure. It's a limited.
You can get those stickers now on eBay. How limited is it? You can get that churro from Spider-Man on eBay.
Just admit that. Look, we got you on that one, Fabs. Just take that out.
No, because first of all, it's my very first numbered Hot Toy figure, which is why I bought it to begin with. I didn't buy one; I bought two for that reason. So I will never be ashamed of Hot Toys, peasants. Okay, I will never be embarrassed by buying a Hot Toys.
It's not about being embarrassed. We're not saying embarrassed.
No.
I'm saying that was not a right purchase.
Hey.
That was not a collectible figure.
When you send me the money for the figure, we can talk about it. Okay. Until then, I buy Hot Toys. So that's my point. That's my point. I don't fall, and I understand what you're saying, Jay, with the wording. Absolutely, people fall for it. Absolutely, that's
we all do. We all do. I'm not saying you're stupid for buying into it. We all do to some extent,
right.
because I gave them my money too. My kids were on that thing too.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I don't fall for that. I just buy because I love Hot Toys and I love the figures.
Well, you fall for it a little.
No, anyway, not even a little bit. So, I don't know what time is it. Yeah. So, guys, I wanted to get into something. I don't know if I should. It's kind of negative.
Let's do it. What are we talking about?
And I don't want to leave the stream on a negative note.
No, let's do that. Can we make it fun?
Leave it negative.
What?
Blame me.
So, you guys want to do the wheel?
Absolutely not.
No wheel. All right, so let's get into some negative.
No third party DC female. What is it? DC female. Like there's three of them, and we every show we end up showing it.
You're like, which Wonder Woman do you want to see?
Wonder Woman, Harley, and Catwoman.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Harley Quinn. All right, guys. So I'm not even gonna say anything.
No jazz talk this week. Yost got off easy.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh no!
Thank you for that. See?
Oh, see, I stepped in it. Landmines everywhere.
See what happens? No, I just wanted. He actually posted a little comparison on all the Batmans.
All right, I want to see. I'll be right back.
Yeah, here it is. So this is the new one. This is the updated one. This is the Jazz Inc. And this is the DX09, the very first one. So as you can see, he's comparing all three, so you guys can have an idea of what it's going to look like in the Batmobile. So I don't know what you guys think. What do you think of it, Mike? I wish I could zoom in, but I can't.
He's making a Batman?
He's been making a Batman. Remember for the 1989 Batmobile?
No, I didn't know that. He's making a figure for the Batmobile.
Yeah, so he's making a figure, like he's making a Power Pose statue figure that is going to be for people who want to have a Batman in their 1989 Batmobile. And because he's making the 89 Batmobile, he figured why not? And obviously it'll fit in the Hot Toys as well, I believe. But the figure is going to be a statue, literally, that looks like this. Arms straight out like this, and it's going to be already posed in the seating position.
Oh, okay, I got it.
So here, let me see if I can find
it. What's he charging for that?
I think something like $150 or $160
That's
or
not
something.
A bad price then for that.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, is it necessary? I think Nefty got it. But
yeah, how many people could be dying for that? But
yeah, let me pull it up because I know I have the picture so you can see it. I thought you knew.
No. I mean, the only thing I knew about is the Catwoman.
Oh, the Catwoman. See, guys, I'm telling you, this is coming.
And my back computer that I've had on pre-order for going on 4 years.
See, this is coming. This is coming 100%, guys.
Why?
You heard it here first. Let me show you the picture real quick. Where is it? Because I know I have it. I know we talked about it, and I showed at least the way that body looked. So it could fit in the Batmobile. Come on, where is it? My God, it's all the way back. Oh, here we go. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Where's our Wills tonight? They didn't show up.
Who?
Cote and the Thor. Both of them.
I think I saw he's out selling another figure on Facebook.
Oh, I did see. Oh, no, I don't have it, guys. I thought I did. What a peasant. I thought I had a picture of the whole figure that he had up. I guess not. Michael, I thought you knew about this.
About the no.
Yeah, the Batman that he was making. Actually, I'll find it in the group.
Batman, no.
Yeah, no, I'll find it in the group for you because I think you need to
Doesn't it come with like swappable arms for the length of the cockpit? For both?
Oh, probably. I think so, yeah.
That's why, and the Hot Toys one, I think.
That's why the picture, if you notice, doesn't have arms. The one he showed. Let me see.
You didn't get anything in from Pop Culture, did you?
No, just She-Hulk, and obviously she's not shipping yet.
Have we heard anything more on those releases? On She-Hulk, on what was the other one we were saying?
Mantis.
Mantis. No, nothing. Nothing. Let me pull up this bat. How come I can't find them now? And I'm on the Jazz Inc. group, guys, looking for this thing.
It looks like Mace Windu it might be a little more limited than we thought.
Mace Windu? Yeah, I think. I mean, I haven't seen anything, but I haven't seen a lot of people getting him either, so I don't know what that's about.
He just came through on a bunch of people's waitlist conversions, so people are not purchasing.
Say, Michael?
Look at that. What a natural pose.
That's great.
Yeah, it looks like he's putting something in the set it and forget it with them gloves on. If anybody had one of those things, they know they give you gloves that go up to your elbow, so you don't burn yourself.
Let's be honest. If he's selling that at $150, $160, he's probably able to make this for what? $60?
Is that the price, Jay? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but it's more than I would pay for it. It's something like that.
Right? Like 150, right? 150-ish, something like that?
Yeah, because we were saying like for another $50 you could get a figure.
Right.
He's got to be making, you know what I mean? He's got to be probably doubling his margin on it. I would, for it to be worth his while.
And I could tell you this, his suit is probably the most accurate out of all three because it doesn't have all that texture on it. At least as much,
That symbol. Ugh. You guys like that symbol? I mean, it's like such, out of all bat symbols, and even from the comics, like it's very obviously unique to that movie.
Well, a true Hot Toys collector and a true Batman fan will always, love the original stuff. So
not a Superman fan, only a Batman fan.
It never bothered me, but I will always see that now because you pointed it out. I'll always be like, "Oh, that's the part Mike hates."
I really, that symbol is like so.
Well, as soon as you said it, I knew what you didn't like about it.
Yeah.
Before you explained it, I was like, "Oh, I get it. He doesn't like that little tail. It looks like feet."
Yeah, it's like little extra bat feet that are sticking out.
Guys, hit that like button, please. There's 48 review peasants in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Also,
was it my rant?
What'd you say?
I said, was it my rants? Did I chase people away?
No. I don't know. They just never hit the like button because they're peasants. I do feel a little ripped off by this show tonight. I've been waiting around all this time to see Mike come up with a DC female figure. Imagine.
That's good, Nick.
That was good. That's funny.
All right, guys. So, Michael, are you expecting anything?
Hot toy wise, no, nothing soon. Right? No. Wrecker came out?
No. Wrecker's been out.
Wrecker's been out. I'm trying to think like what pre-orders I have.
Tech is not out yet. The only things that are shipping are what? Red Chrome Mark III. The Joker, the Imposter Joker with the Grooted.
You know, remember I put Cote on that mission to get me a D100,
and you got it.
Still incomplete.
I
thought he was better at his job.
No, the D100 Wonder Woman.
No.
Oh, which one?
The D100 Iron Man.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
I thought he was the king.
No, but that's a tough
collecting and the king of the deal, and there's no D100 in my lap yet.
Well, for somebody who doesn't believe in limited pieces and who's always talking shit about limited pieces, now you're feeling
at Comic-Con and we went up to the
booth.
Oh,
that's right. That's right. I
forgot. He made me spin this wheel.
I forgot
on the internet at the Comic-Con on their horrible internet.
I remember.
We sat there for 15 minutes trying to sign up.
Yes.
And we walk up to the booth and we're like, one D100 Iron Man, please.
That did happen.
I was going to spend $440. And the woman said, yeah, we have them, but we're limiting them for like 10 releases per day.
Yeah.
I'll have to come back tomorrow.
Yep. That did happen, guys. So that's one figure that I've seen that people really want really badly. You don't see it being sold or up for sale or I'm looking to sell this because it doesn't belong in my collection. That Iron Man was because of the fact the celebration piece is a big deal. Also, guys,
the only reason I'm going after it is because I got the stupid black and chrome from Cote.
I was just going to say the black and chrome,
and then the stupid the new red and chrome one, the red.
Right.
So now these ones came out, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go back.
Just so you know, that Mark 7 D100, it's not chrome, and it's got the same exact colors as the Mark III, just not chrome.
Right.
Flying possum, the flying possum. All right, guys. So if you guys say yes, if I get 10 people to say no, actually forget that. There's 45 of you guys in here right now. If I get 40 likes, I will give you guys.
Never get it.
I will give you guys the drama. If you guys want to hear the drama, because I feel like people need to be addressed, and you guys know.
Fabs, you know that 20 of these 40 people are your haters.
Is that all we have is 20?
They just watched this dummy, stupid mother.
That's exactly why they don't hit the like button. I know.
I love them that they're here. I mean, I love them.
Trust me.
He thinks he's special with all his lit up and all his things and all his. Yep.
Albert doesn't speak.
Albert doesn't speak. Albert doesn't saying real collector.
Albert doesn't speak or stream except for this. Unbelievable.
Keep saying peasant.
20 are bots.
That's hilarious.
So let me know whoever's keeping track of the likes. I think it was Brad, if I'm not mistaken. Either Brad. No, I think it was Jerry.
I'm gonna refresh it for you. Oh, you have 38 right now.
Do I?
Wow.
Let me see. Even
the haters want to hear your bullshit.
Let's see. Shout out.
Did I like it yet? I might not have liked it yet. Oh, I did.
Shout out to DJN1822. Just wanted to say that.
Oh, 39. They're toying with you.
Oh, let's see. We get to 40. If we get to 40.
Oh, it just went down to 38.
Let's see. That was you.
That was me.
That was me.
Oh, you're at 40. I see it.
Let me see.
Let
me see. All right. So I got to go. Here we go.
I see 40.
Let me see. All right. Oh, here we go.
I see 41 now.
No, let me see. Oh, there we go. How many? All right. So 42. All right, guys. So 42. All right. We did it. Thank you, peasants. All right. So this is what I needed to say. For those who were here last week or the week before, when I was talking about, a certain couple of people talking about me in a private chat. One thing so obviously that got to me, multiple people told me about it. Multiple people know about it, that it did happen. Obviously it was addressed. One of the responses, though, coming from one of the two people talking about me was very interesting. And this is what I wanted to address. Because I don't know what they thought that they were going to get out of saying what they said. But the threat was, right, this is what I was told. The threat was that apparently this person has receipts on me, right? And that was the exact word used. Blah, 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 I also got receipts. I just want to make something very, very clear to everybody, not just these two people, but everybody out there, everybody I've ever dealt with in general, or anybody in general. Okay. I just want to make something very, very clear. So there's no misunderstanding ever about me as a person or anything. Number one, anything that I've ever said about anybody, I will always own. Anything that I have ever said about anybody, if it came out of my mouth, I meant every word of it. As you guys can see, I have not streamed with a single person from my past. Every person that I kicked out of my life like a loser, I don't need to go back to anybody. Okay? So anything that I've ever said about anybody in this community, whether you have it saved on a text message, whether you have it saved on an email, which I don't write emails, but if you have it saved on an email, if you have anything me talking about anybody, okay, if that to you that's receipts, please expose it to the public. Please, if you think that thread was going to make me scared or make me worry about, what did I say about who? As you can see, I don't need to talk to anybody. I haven't gone back to talk to nobody that I used to stream with. I haven't needed to use anybody for anything because I don't need to. I don't need to go back to people who are shit in my life, which is why they're no longer in it. So again, this is for them and for anybody else who thinks that they have any dirt on me, any receipts on me, which that was the word used, any receipts on me, please, by all means, make it public, because I will tell you to your face, I stand on anything I ever said about anybody, period. That's why you don't see me talking to nobody that I don't talk to. That's why you don't see me streaming with people that I don't talk to, because I'm not that person. If I cut you off, good riddance. I don't need to flip-flop and be, oh yeah, let me just go with this guy and then let me talk about, I'm not that person. I don't need to talk about anybody behind their back. I will tell you that to your face, because I don't need to be afraid of anybody. What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
What if it's feet pics?
Exactly. So that's what I needed to address. Again, anybody in the community, anybody who thinks that they have any dirt or any receipts on me, okay? Please, by all means, expose them, because guess what? I'm going to tell you, that's right, I did say that. And what?
Well, that's always been my thing about that receipt thing doesn't mean shit if you stand by what you say.
Thank you. Exactly. And I will. And the reason why maybe he thought that was going to scare me is because I have receipts on him, and the things that he has said about other people that he streams with right now. That's where they come from with that bullshit. So either you expose the receipts that you got on me, or you can shove them up your funky ass. Okay? It's that simple. Pick one. Either you expose them or you shove them up your ass. Because either way, I don't give a shit about anybody with receipts about anything. Because again, anything I say about anybody or anything I've ever said about anybody, I own. I stand on like a man, period. So anybody who says, oh, look, we got dirt, we got receipts, please expose me. Please tell the world how fake I am. Please tell the world how two-faced I am. Please tell the world how much I talk about people, and then I go be friends with them, and then talk about them, and then be friends with them again. Never happened. So this is why people shouldn't talk that way. You don't know who you're messing with. So that's why I brought that up to begin with. Leave my name out of your mouth. Nobody talks about you. You know, none of the people I used to stream with exist in my life, exist in my world. No, I don't think about any of them, period, because I have my own thing going on. I don't need to be involved with nobody else, because who are they? They're nobodies. Literally nobodies. They don't even collect in the community. So it's that simple. So again, for anybody out there who has any receipts on me or any screenshots or any dirt or anything, please, by all means, expose it, because I will tell you to your face, yes, I said it. I don't go back with, oh, and another thing, when they were confronted about talking about me, immediately they both said that never happened. But the people who told me about them doing it also saw their response saying that never happened. So they look even worse. They look even worse. They look like they couldn't even admit that they were doing it. I will admit, if somebody shows me receipts on anything, and if it came out of if it's my number on there, if it's anything I've ever said, you better believe I said it, because what's going to happen? Who am I afraid of? Where's the fear? What do I have to worry about? So I just wanted to get that out there for anybody who thinks that they got something on me, or that, oh, please expose all of it. Let everybody, let the world know who I really am.
Send it to ModocMike77 at
Can you imagine? So imagine that.
You're all going to be friends in 10 years. This is all bullshit anyway.
No, really. It's just,
you guys all get mad at each other and you're going to be friends in 10 years. Remember, you ever see that video of the guys that met that were at Normandy, the German guy and the US guy, and they met and they were like describing their accounts of being on the beach that day. And here they are 70 years later having a hug and a drink and exchanging stories. You guys will be fine.
Yeah.
Is this about lucha?
Imagine. Let's just enjoy the hobby, guys and girls. Absolutely. No, you guys know I don't get involved with drama. People always got to put my name in their mouth because they need attention. People still think about me. People still talk about me. I know that. That's fine. But the moment it gets back to me, it will always get addressed. Period. It's that simple, because you don't need to be talking about me. What are you sweating me for? If your name doesn't come out of my mouth, if I don't think about you, why are you thinking about me? What are you stressing out over me for? Go live your life. Go collect. Because they don't even collect. They don't even collect.
No, but with any breakup, people are gonna have feelings, and I get that. It's
keep my name
I find
out
it
your
funny.
mouth.
I find it funny, the little subtle jabs on stream. It's like, don't say things in public if you want to keep things, like, if you want it to go public, it's gonna go nuclear and everybody's nobody needs all that.
It's all lame. That's what I'm saying. I don't hint at anybody. I don't talk about nobody, because who gives a shit about them?
But I would expect them to have something to say. I would expect that. But then when you make these little like hints, like, come on, man.
Well, like
just like people that are like, oh, if I see him in real life, it's like, man, shut up.
Right, exactly.
Really? You're gonna go fight somebody over this shit? Really?
And that's my point. That's my point. Nobody's gonna fight over this. So I sure as hell am not.
And if you are, and that's your plan, that says something about you.
Right. Like, I can tell you this right now. I would never lose my license to practice my career over some peasant in a collecting community. That's number one. Okay? Because I can tell you this right now. If it gets physical for whatever reason, which I would never let it get physical, because it's not even worth it. These people aren't worth it. That's why I don't think about it. If it got physical, I could tell you I would be arrested 100%. It's that simple. So,
but it's not. So we're not going to entertain
right.
that.
No.
That's the ego bullshit that causes.
I would never. Right. I would never be, talking tough to somebody. Oh yeah, meet me at the. I'm not that person. I'm not that person. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm not looking to fight nobody, because it's not that serious. But you're not going to talk about me like a peasant. You're not gonna make yourself feel better with my name in your mouth, even though you should have something else in your mouth, not my name. But I'm not that. I'm not that guy. You got the wrong one. Like I said, I don't mention anybody, so don't mention me. It's that simple. And again, for the last time, if anybody has some dirt on me, anybody has some receipts, please let them all out. Please expose me like the peasant that I am. And you guys,
and remember, F-rooted. go glued.
Oh, look at this guy. Look, were you in here the whole time? I just got his I just got your like on your comment on YouTube on the video, and I saw. That's why I said hello. I didn't even know you were in here. Look at that. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Bob says Fab has 3,000 hot toys. You think he doesn't enter Manhattan without armed security? Yeah, you know who my security is?
Yeah. Notice
This guy.
oh,
Wolverine.
Literally. But Mike, we went to the city. I don't go to the city at all. We went to the city for Comic Con.
He doesn't even know how to walk through the city.
I was just gonna say that. I was behind Mike like a little puppy. I was like, Mike, where are we going now? And Mike was ahead. He's like, all right, now we turn here, and I was behind him like this.
I'm not even from the city, but I know the city. He doesn't go into the city.
I don't go in the city for.
He stays out here in the suburbs.
I don't blame you. I don't like going in the city.
In the worst of Luch, I stay in my basement.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I live in the suburbs. I like it up here.
Fabs has people for physicality. This guy. Oh my God, Mike, what the hell was that? Oh my God. All right, guys. So there you have it. What's today? Today is Saturday. I have a feeling that we will 100% get more stuff next week, guaranteed. Either whether it's a release or pre-order, there is absolutely no way we're going to have a complete dried up week. Regarding,
no way. Do you think there's going to be releases again? This was Sideshow. This was San Diego Comic-Con week. This is it.
I'm telling you, we're going to get.
They blew their load.
So if no releases, then announcements.
Right, Sideshow Con happened last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's done.
I'm telling you. So you think next week we're gonna have absolutely nothing all week?
I don't think there's gonna be any more releases. No.
Oh,
not next week.
I don't think so, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.